All right, yeah, it should be on now.
Check.
And volume turns up. We'll do 10. Check, check.
Check. Yep, that's it.
Beautiful.
Do
Let's
it.
turn on those compressors.
What'd you say? Bagels?
Pickles, man. Sweet pickles.
Pickled cucumbers is what I said the other day.
Last episode, yeah.
A pickled cucumber. Oh, that's a pickle. Oh, shit.
All right. Any particular topics you want to bring up? I wrote down the re-release in Pokemon, Suicide Squad trailer 2, and they pushed back the episode 8 release date in Star Wars episode 8. That's the only
too
news.
old for Pokemon. You don't know anything about Pokemon, do you?
Pikachu.
See? All right, then we're talking about it.
Bulbasaur.
That's
Perfect.
something that we grew up
I'll
with.
just bring it up and be like, I'm excited. I'm going to download it first day.
Oh.
Snorlax.
See, you know more than you
I remember. Yeah, that's about it. Ash Ketchum.
Ash Ketchup.
You probably know him from cosplay more than the show.
Yeah.
I'm sure you see a lot of stuff. Why are we talking? We need to record this shit.
Beautiful. All right, I'm rolling. We got the intro. I don't know if you've heard the show a lot, but we have the intro.
Or at
we'll
all.
Get rolling.
We'll introduce you.
You haven't listened to the show. You don't like us, do you?
Huh?
What?
Yep.
I don't know. Sorry.
That's what I thought. All right.
There has been an awakening.
The intro might offend you, so.
Have you
Uh-oh.
felt it?
Is Quentin in it?
Hello, what have we here?
You hear everything?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So funny.
Hello.
Holy shit. Thanks C3 penis face and R2 dickhead.
Hello there.
Looking? Found someone you have, I would say.
May the force be with us. Fucking A.
Good day, Galaxy. Rogue Squadron Podcast here once again. Episode 58.
58.
Awesome.
Not only is it episode 58, we've been doing this bullshit for 2 years.
Today?
2 days ago, 2 years.
Oh, wow.
This is a special episode.
Well, we've got a special guest for our special episode.
Happy anniversary.
Boom.
Did you get me something?
Yeah, you can have that Groot right there.
I'll take it. Fuck that. I'll take Groot. Take Groot all day.
You can have Captain Phasma over there since she didn't do
Great.
nothing in the
She's
new movie. You
worst
can take
looking
her.
Great. As I said, we have a special guest today. We've talked about him a little bit, how much we disliked him at Comic-Con. Actually, he was on a Comic-Con
Yeah.
episode. We did it live
Yeah,
with you.
I remember. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
last September we did like
You
the
cut
little
a lot
loud
of my
spiel.
good jokes out, though.
No, I
That's
put
some-
everything in.
That's some great jokes.
I was raw and uncut. Your whole thing about using urine crayons to do your drawings was my favorite part.
Yeah, a little piece of me.
So we've got Ren McKinzie here. He's a describe what you do.
I destroy paper
Yeah, that was it.
That's what he said last
With
time
P
too.
and
so.
crayons.
with
Yeah.
P and crayons.
The brittle
Exactly.
ones.
Yeah,
Yeah, the cheap grocery store
you get the
crayons.
crayon mix. And you just pee all over it and just it just mixes in there. It's good.
That's how you
But-
make the best artwork.
Now I have bought 4 of your prints, all 4 of the turtles, which is like my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
And you're a big Turtles fan.
I am.
Because
I am.
Well, the one thing
Cowabunga.
that we talked about a little bit while we were at Comic-Con was Turtles versus Transformers, your mashup that you had.
Yeah.
And you just said, well, Turtles are always going to win because they're badass.
Damn right.
Guaranteed.
All right, this
Damn
is over.
right.
Thank you for listening.
That's
all we need to talk about.
There's no question about it. There's no question about it.
Now, I grew up with the Turtles. I don't think Commander did.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, that was like it.
Dude,
A lot of people watch like Gundam, other shit. I was
Turtles.
just like Turtles for.
Turtles.
Okay.
And again, like we've talked about on the show, no comics of the Turtles, just the show. Just the cartoon Turtles.
Is that weird? Like, I didn't even know there was comics. Like, I grew up with the early. The
For
cartoons.
a long time.
I grew up with the cartoons and the like NES, the Nintendo video games.
Yeah, the comics, just like most of anything, especially nowadays, started out with the books. The Turtles started out with a black and white book. I think they had red in it. All of the Turtles had red masks.
Oh, I think I
Before
had
the
seen
cartoons,
early, yeah.
the cartoons actually started with the different colors to differentiate.
Interesting.
Yeah. So the books were graphic though. The books were
Brutal?
Can
Like
I curse?
Yeah,
Please fucking curse.
no.
Jesus.
Shit.
Get out of shit.
What do you think we're doing?
Shit and fucking shit.
It's a podcast, man.
Yeah,
no
man.
FCC
Yeah, they were
involved.
fucking shit up, man. Like Shredder didn't play, and the Foot Clan. There were no real other mutants. Like Bebop and Rocksteady were created
it.
afterwards, and
Wait, that was after the comics?
cartoons. Yeah,
So they had only, it was just Shredder.
it was just Shredder and the ninjas
And his
and
Goonies,
the Foot
yeah.
Clan. Those guys.
What about that angry ass bald guy from the movie that was beat up his students? Was he in it at all? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, in the movie.
Yeah.
That's where they got that guy from.
So he started from there too.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
They brought a lot of weird stuff into the movies, though.
Yeah.
And April
Yeah.
didn't look the same. April had dark hair, and
Yeah, she was more of a brunette.
yeah,
Right?
She was completely and then she was Baxter Stockman's assistant. She wasn't a news reporter. So they changed a lot of
Wow.
the things for the cartoons.
I wonder if like Superman had an influence. Everyone's a news reporter in Superman.
I know.
Yeah, everybody's got to find out what the news is. on
Yeah.
Superman. Yeah, even though he can hear everything in the world.
They're just
Is that a
reporting.
thing he does too?
Oh
He
yeah,
hears
he
everything?
can hear everything. He can smell everything.
I swear to God, the more I hear about Superman, the less
He
I
can
like him.
see through the walls and watch you have sex. He's a nasty perv.
fucking
He just throws
voyeur.
icky green rocks.
Yeah,
Or-
Superman's a dirty cheater.
He's a
man.
super voyeur.
Superman's a cheater. Yeah.
Yeah, so off of the whole Turtles thing, the Turtles cartoon we loved, and the X-Men, and the Spider-Man cartoon, we kind of grew up with those when we were kids. Never knew what a comic book was until I was like 14 or 15.
It's funny because like I don't even know where it came from, but I happened upon a Green Lantern.
Chance on a comic.
Yeah, I basically like I opened a Foot Locker and just like there it was, and but I read it and still knew
You have
nothing
to bash
about
it
it.
open first.
Right. No, I can't do it.
Kotar joke, sorry.
But like it was like it was a single comic like mid-series, so it meant nothing to me as like a 7-year-old, and I
Right.
didn't realize like there's an entire, I thought it was more of like, I don't know how to explain it, like just a picture. It was just a picture book. There's no story behind it. Like look at the pictures, like this fun little thing happens to Green Lantern, and that's it. I didn't realize it was like a broad spectrum, like it was a one piece of 1,000 pieces that made up who Green Lantern was or who the Green Lanterns were.
That just keeps going.
Right.
And then getting restarted.
So that's all I saw was
Forever.
that single Green Lantern comic.
Yeah.
And since then, I've read one other one, which was for our other fake podcast that,
That
we
never
destroyed.
did. Still, one episode's still up there, but don't go looking for it.
But what was your first experiences with comics?
My first real experience with comics was seventh grade, I believe.
God, how do you remember that?
Yeah, it was my first introduction into comic book art.
Okay.
I would draw all the time. I loved like mythology and things like that. Hercules is my hero.
Yeah.
And I would draw those guys all the time. But there was a guy who moved to Virginia from Detroit, and he was all into comic books, and he would draw them all the time. And I was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "What is that?" He was like, "Oh, it's comic books, man. This is Wolverine." And he was introducing me to all the characters. And I never looked back, man.
Yeah.
You know.
So
I was
you were drawing before.
yeah, man, listen.
Usually it's the other way around.
I tell people my mom probably has cave drawings in her body from when I was a fetus, man. I was just drawing all the time. Yeah, as far as back as I can remember, I was destroying paper and whatever
Sketching.
else I could get my hands on, man.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's like I said. I figured it would start the other way around. Like someone would see comic books and be like, "Oh shit,
wanna try to
can
do that."
I can draw." Like
Yeah.
let me. I even I had I bought a superhero book that was like learn to draw, and it had like sketches. So I would like stencil stuff out, and then I would try to on my own, and it just fuck it all up.
Yep. I stenciled
I wouldn't
the
even
don't
use
know-
crayons. I just used like my nails. Like I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Write it in blood.
Hey, man,
I don't know.
you forgot the urine.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
how
what-
many times I stenciled over the Power Rangers.
Oh really?
Over and over. I would get book fair or something. I would get like a Power Rangers like magazine, and then I would just trace different like Power Rangers into like these action sequences.
Oh okay.
But I tried to do it freehand, and it was just like awkward blobs
Yeah.
of people.
That's when we went back to stick figures and just
Yeah.
we made stories with stick figures rather than really good drawings of decent bitches.
Sounds awesome.
But there's scattered like in the memoirs of my house, there's Batman drawings. But again, no comic Batman stuff. It was all like from the show and the video games.
Right,
Because I was
right.
like Batman Returns, which we just watched last week.
So I was never a gamer either. You know, Street Fighter, I'll play Street Fighter all day. I'll get my ass whooped. But I love watching the game. You know, I love playing Street Fighter and actually most of the Capcom, 2D games. I don't like 3D games at all.
They scare you.
Yeah, man. it's too much technology, man. I'm old.
Man, but you got to think that's an awesome. This has always been our argument that like the new video games are like the best of music, the best of books, the best of movies because you can control it and make it your own universe. So it's like all mediums all into one, and you just
But when it's done right, it's like
it's the greatest thing ever.
exactly.
I do like my buddy plays video games, and I'll go and watch him because it's almost like a movie.
Yeah.
Up until he can't get past a certain screen, then I get kind of pissed and I leave.
Because you just watch him do the same thing over and over again.
The movie's skipping, his movie's skipping. I'm like, screw this, screw this dumbass movie. Fucking, I'll be back for the sequel, you son of a bitch. Fucking record it and I'll come watch it. But yeah, video games, man. I have a short attention span as well.
Yeah.
I have a really short attention span. So, like games like Zelda, and I'm aging myself. I'm talking about the old Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Right, the original.
That little block motherfucker couldn't get past the gate. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm fucking done. I'm not playing with him anymore.
No trying to figure out puzzles and shit.
Fuck
You
that
just
puzzle,
stop.
man. A little green bitch.
Zelda was hard as a kid, though, dude. That's
Yeah.
like all puzzles. And if you like try to play it when you're like 5 or 6, you're done. You can't even get past anything.
Yeah.
I hated that dude.
I used to hate it when I was
Then when I got into college, we used to play 007. You
Oh,
guys
yeah.
ever play that?
Oh yeah.
Oh man, those guys used to fuck me up.
Yeah.
They'd wait till I got there and we'd play the 4 screen.
Oh, they just know where you
And
are.
then,
yeah.
man, I'd be walking around next thing you know, I get a headshot. I'm down. I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing? There's nobody in the room. What are you guys doing? Pow! I'm done. As soon as I morph back, pow! I'm done right then. I'm like, somebody's fucking waiting on me. I hate you guys. I quit.
Yeah.
So,
We got some activity in the chat. Dima Spider said that we were deprived for not having comics as a kid, and then I said something about I was mainly Marvel when I was younger, and then he said I'm a heathen. He said the DC universe rules supreme over all.
You're not a big. Ren's not a big fan of Batman, which is
I hate no. I hate Batman.
which is well, you're not. So
I
you're not
hate
a big
Batman.
fan.
I hate Wolverine. Listen, I hate Batman. I hate Wolverine. I'm an equal opportunity hater.
Yes.
I hate Batman. I hate Wolverine. If you've got time, I'll explain. Those two guys are bullshit.
Well, what about Superman?
Luckily,
We
our
already
podcast,
shit
so
on
we have
Superman.
plenty of time to explain.
People are going to be angry,
Yeah,
and
it's
they
okay.
usually are.
If you had to pick DC or Marvel, do you have a favorite? Would you bother picking a
Turtles.
favorite?
He takes turtles.
Turtles, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm.
What
I'm
are
a big,
they? Are
I'm
they-
a big villains fan, though. I like bad guys.
Turtles are like Bandai. I think.
Turtles. Right now, IDW owns the comic book rights.
IDW is like the distributor
Yeah,
company of
it's
comics?
like Marvel or DC. Right?
Okay.
Okay.
It's the company.
I've heard the name before.
Yeah, so
IDW.
they have the rights to like G.I. Joe and
Oh, okay.
Transformers, a lot of those old 80s shows. So they have the rights to those
classics.
guys.
They probably have Power Rangers now too, I would imagine.
I wouldn't doubt it.
know
I
about
don't
that.
know. I don't know for sure.
well, because all
Don't
those
quote
things
me.
used to be Bandai, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Bandai Namco. I don't know.
I think
if that
you're making
exists
stuff
anymore.
up.
No, it's true. I remember I used to watch the credits too.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
See, I hate fucking smart people, man.
Sorry.
I
Credits
swear.
that read.
Who reads?
Random things stick
Who
out.
fucking reads, man?
Random, coming from a comic book lover, I don't know. Random things stick out to me. So I'm
Yeah.
like, I love the Power Rangers, and then at the end I see Bandai Namco. I'm like, those are some weird words I don't understand. But I remembered up
Yeah.
until now.
Bandai.
Yeah.
That big sun. I remember.
We've got some time. So why is Batman awesome?
Well, Batman, awful?
Just got-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keep
you
going.
thought he was going to
Amazing,
slide
I
that
thought
shit
you
past
said.
me. Yeah, garbage. So Batman is this guy, and
Oh, man.
and he looks cool. Don't get me wrong. The
gotta
guy
brace
looks
myself
cool.
for
He's
this.
got this fucking cool ass costume. He's got this dumbass cape. He's got these horns.
They've all got capes.
Horns. Capes are bad though. Capes are bad. We learned that in in Incredibles. Capes are bad for you. But this guy,
Star Wars has
Dark
capes.
Side.
I don't know
You
why.
guys
Darth
watched
Vader has
the
capes.
animated shows, right?
Yeah.
Cartoons and stuff. So you watched.
It's been so long, but yeah, I
when
watched them.
Darkseid shot the Omega Beam at Batman and tells Batman, "Oh, you're the first creature to ever dodge the Omega Beams." Listen, man, the Omega Beams come from his eyes, and I'm assuming they run around after the person that they want because his eyes are moving. right? This is my guess, okay? How do you dodge that? If he's looking at you, pew, you're done, right? Did you
He's
hear my-
hiding in the corner like a bat.
He was over in the side yelling. He's like, I'm Batman, I'm Batman. And besides that, Batman is a horrible, horrible father figure.
He doesn't. What do you mean,
He doesn't
father
have any
figure?
kids though, right? Or you just
Listen,
mean to like the Robins?
Listen, Dick
Tracy.
Grayson. This guy, come on, man. Dick Grayson, the first Robin, okay?
Right.
Yep.
Okay, now, think about this. Batman lives in Gotham City where the sun never shines. It's
Yeah, it's always
never,
cold,
it's never
man.
bright, right?
And the statues everywhere.
But the first thing you do with your ward, which is Dick Grayson, your little Robin, is put him in the brightest colored swim trunks you can find
Swim trunks.
and fucking elf boots, right?
Leotard and there
And
you
you
go.
throw him out there and say, listen, you little fucker, go flip over there and get the attention of all the bad guys. They'll shoot at you and I'll sneak up on them.
Yeah.
He's the
And
infantry for
trust
Batman.
me,
He's the decoy.
trust me, as long as you're flipping, you won't get shot. Guess what
Keep
happened?
Dodging. He got shot, right?
He got fucked up. And where was Batman?
Wait,
Sneaking in
isn't
the shadows.
wasn't Dick Grayson the one that became Nightwing?
Is that right? Fuck you, man.
Dick Grayson became Nightwing.
Okay, one of them.
And he got beat by the Joker with a crowbar. I could be wrong. What
That-
was the
no,
first?
that- that's
was the
from
second
one
That was the
animated
second one.
series,
Okay.
though.
That was the second one.
Don't
Dick
they
Grayson
kind
did
of
become
like
Nightwing,
overlap?
but the second one, if I'm not mistaken, somebody else.
Jason Todd.
Jason Todd got beat up, and he was actually supposedly killed. He exploded in the building, but he became Red Hood.
Yeah. Yep. Chris just shouted out. Yeah.
Thank you,
Jason
Chris.
Todd becomes Red Hood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Red Hood.
Team up.
I know my things. Yeah.
It's okay.
So yeah.
Well, I guess there's like 75 different Robins, and 40
Exactly.
different storylines of Batman.
You know
so
why?
it's easy
And
to get them mixed
and there's
up.
a girl
When
Robin.
they get tired of Batman's bullshit, they leave, and he goes, "I gotta find another little kid for cannon fodder.
Go probably orphanage.
Go out there and run around, little motherfucker. I'm the Batman. Just jump around."
Is Gotham in Mississippi?
Dude, Gotham is there. Oh, you better go run around.
You better
I'm gonna get some sweet tea.
It could be. You never know where
It
it
might
is.
be.
Now I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you right now. My favorite is Batman. Why? Because he's not a superhero.
That's
He's a
his
guy.
problem.
Well, that's why I like him though. Because
Yeah, but-
all these other people are just like, oh, I'm born, I'm God, and done, and nothing is gonna hurt me. I'm Superman. Why? Because I am. Fuck you.
That's cool.
And he's Batman.
He's a
Why?
cheater.
Because he has a troubled past, and he's just a
He
guy.
should
and he's-
have died in the first issue that he ever hung out with Superman.
True.
In the biggest fight ever. He's standing there with Wonder Woman and Superman. He should have been killed right then.
Well, you think about like Batman versus Superman. That shouldn't even happen because
True.
Superman should just be like, crush neck, done. Okay,
That's how I feel about Vader and
True.
everything that Vader's ever been involved in.
True.
It's like, oh, I'm going to fight you. No, dead. But it never happens that way because most
Yeah.
likely of when they made it, and you know,
It's got to be a story.
they got to create a storyline. Exactly.
It's got to be a story.
There doesn't have to be a story. The story is Darth Vader kills some shit with his hands.
It should
That's
be
a
that.
short film.
It should be that.
That's a short film.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say Batman's my favorite. He was for a long time. Just as a kid, it was like, you know, nostalgia factor. Nostalgia factor's huge. So
I think
it was Batman
that's
all
why
day.
a lot of people like him. I mean,
Yeah.
That was our first like superhero
Introduction.
movies.
okay.
And
'Cause
growing
those,
up,
those 90s Batman movies were like, that was it for us.
we had that. We had a ton of video games, and we had the animated series. So it was just like Batman forever.
Yeah, Batman pushed Batman
Forever.
and Superman. They pushed it on everybody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I can understand that, but I hate him.
I totally understand
I hate
when and
him.
why he should get killed.
Yeah.
Like,
He's lived too long.
I don't know what the hell's going to happen in this new Batman vs Superman movie.
I know exactly what's
it's going to be the
happen.
Frank Miller
I'll
thing.
tell
that
you. I'll tell you what's going to happen.
Uh-oh.
Let me know. Spoiler.
They are going to save Batman's life by shielding him from who's it going to be? The guy who killed.
Lex Luthor
No. The main villain I think is
in Man of Steel.
Oh, the dead
I'm just
Superman
making
guy.
shit up.
yeah, the big dude with the bones in his face. I can't remember his name right now.
Jeez.
The one that looks like the cave troll from Lord of the Rings.
Doomsday.
Doomsday, exactly.
That the one that looks like a cave troll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you
Okay.
guys seen the new trailer with with
Yeah.
him in it.
I thought he looked
and Wonder
terrible.
Woman.
So I saw the first trailer, and it looked like they were going to focus on Batman vs Superman.
They're
and then I
not.
saw the second one. It was just like, hey, they don't like each other. By the way, Doomsday's here. Let's team up, and who cares?
And Wonder Woman
jumps
Yeah,
in.
And
And
isn't
it's like-
Aquaman supposed to be in it too at some point?
It's a
Khal
rushed
Drogo?
Justice League film.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the problem. Instead of leading up the way this should have, they're jumping into a Justice League film.
Yeah. What are they?
Doomsday.
Doomsday.
You knew it. Yeah, that's kind of. I was excited for the Batman vs Superman because I just had read the Frank Miller and I really liked it. And I was ready to see.
I don't get it. If you read one of the comics, Batman actually goes behind Superman and made a gun that could kill him. How do you make a gun that can kill Superman? Is it made out of
Kryptonite.
kryptonite?
Probably.
Is it true kryptonite bullets? Where do you get kryptonite? Isn't
made
it
out of-
only in space?
Evidently, Kryptonite can be found at Walmart because everybody gets it.
I
Yeah,
guess if
that's
you're the
kinda what
richest
I'm
man in the
wondering, too.
world, then you could.
And you can get different colors. You can make Superman super sexy or, you know, hey, listen, you get different ones. You know, I think it's, somebody should tell which one makes Superman super sexy, messes up his inhibitions, and then
Poison
one of
Ivy?
them makes him
Scarecrow.
queasy, and
Poison Ivy. I don't know. I'm just
one of them
thinking
makes him that's a lady. That's one of Batman's female.
You're talking about
villains.
different versions of kryptonite?
Kryptonite, yeah.
There's different like styles.
There's different
of it?
colors. Yeah, different
Ah.
colors that make Superman do different things.
Really?
Yes.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. It's terrible.
Like,
But
that's
they
really
had
bad.
they had to give Superman
Which one
a
gives him a
crutch.
different outfit?
Which one gives him a hard on?
I want that.
I want to keep that away from.
Give him a different outfit.
Yeah, I need one color that gives him like
well,
a
he died.
normal
He
ass
died,
outfit.
and you know he died and got a different costume, but then he
He's just an
cut his
leotard,
hair
man.
and got his old one back.
I was hoping, Man of Steel. I was hoping they would at least, not that I know anything about Superman, but I was hoping they would at least give him a different type of outfit. It's like here's a modern Superman movie, but he's still in a leotard,
Dude,
with a cape.
No,
Do you think it would be
deal with
weird if they just like kept him in like jeans and like a ripped?
No, I'm not jeans and like that, but I'm
But who
just
cares?
saying
Why would he
something
need a suit?
different.
You can't kill him.
Well,
Just
then-
stay stylish.
I don't know. It just it's
Crocs.
It's outdated.
Crocs.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
some
Just dress him up
slacks.
like one of the Duck Dynasty guys.
What?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Verargonite. What is that? What it says? Did they remove the red underwear? Uh-oh.
Did they? They
don't
might
know.
have.
Oh, I think he meant to say
new-
Viagra Night.
Viagra Night. That's what makes it hard. That was for you.
Forgot it.
Viagra Night.
I'm glad we figured that one out.
Yeah, if and I can't remember right now whether in the film they took the red undies off, but the new 52 costume, which is the remake.
I was confused, so I went on a binge of buying comics. My biggest binge. I spent like $50 on comics. But I was asking, because, I bought 3 Batman comics.
Okay.
One of them was the second Frank Miller book. One of them was a very, very graphic, and it said, what is that?
I'm just looking up Superman, and some of them are so bad.
Yeah. Do you
Keep
draw
going.
Superman?
I have, yeah.
On
I've got
purpose?
one.
You don't
Yeah,
like it though, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going
I don't
about
know.
your Frank Miller.
Draw
stuff.
him in a tighter leotard. Ooh.
Can't
hang
get
it
much
above-
tighter than that.
You should make like
See
Country
his
Club
veins.
Superman with just like a red scarf and like Superman fucking polo and some
And some golf clubs.
some Sperry's.
That was pretty
And some
sweet.
golf clubs.
Anyways, you're talking about Frank Miller or something? I didn't mean to
Oh, I
distract
was
you. I was
looking
just
at
crying
the
over
comics,
these
and I was
pictures.
wondering what the new 52, because all
cool.
all of them had it. That is kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, New 52 was a reconstruction of the entire DC universe.
Mm-hmm.
It was a start over, right? And they do that periodically. Both Marvel and DC, they'll just stop. And Marvel just recently did it as well.
Mm-hmm.
They have this big event, and then what they do is they restart the universe for guys like yourself who haven't read any of the other ones and you want to start over.
That makes sense.
But that's the problem. It's you're restarting, and you don't necessarily need to restart. Just make good stories.
Right.
You know, everybody knows Superman's origin, right? If you don't know Superman's origin, you're an infant, right?
Well, that's
Everybody
kind of
knows
what we talk
Batman's
about with
origin.
Batman, where every movie, every cartoon, it's just like, oh, the first scene, his parents get killed. It's like we've already
Spider-Man
seen
as
that.
well.
Right.
Yeah.
Every movie they put out, why do we have to know his origin again?
For new fans.
But the second part, they told what happened to him again.
True.
Right?
True.
They did those 3 with Tobey Maguire, and then they started it over and redid the origin. We don't need that again.
Right.
We never needed that again. So that's why that one failed.
Yeah. That makes sense. Slight spin off to Star Wars. I'm glad they didn't do anything like that. Not really a spoiler alert, but in the new one, like there's no flashbacks or anything. Because like they expect you to know what happened.
Right.
And if you don't, you just figure it out.
You just go back
They
and
make
watch.
references, but they don't like do like the flashback or like you don't see
Well, the new
Vader
movie's
or anything.
good enough where it can be its own starting point.
Yeah.
You don't, even if you don't know anything before, you'll miss a little cues like that they talk like, oh, Han Solo said that, duh, because he said it in the other ones. But like you could start at 7 and just go.
These guys
And
are
you'd be
being so
fine.
nice to me because I haven't watched it.
I'm trying not to
And
spoil it.
I'm watching their faces, and they are so
I'm like,
pained.
I want to talk
now.
about it. I feel like it's easier in Star Wars though because you have an entire universe and you can just make up characters whenever you want.
Exactly.
Yeah, and pull them from anywhere. Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can do that in comics, but it feels like it's got to be harder to
They're
just come up
limited.
with brand new characters and their origin. And
Well, I'll
like
tell
their
you what, man.
stories and
It's
stuff.
different with comics for one major reason. The cinematic universe and the comic book universe are 2 separate things, and they have their separate fans. The problem is when they overlap each other. When people who have just started watching the films go and they want to buy their first books or whatever, and then they're changing things that have been in place for years and centuries, right?
Yeah, that's an issue.
One recently, there was a book in Marvel, and I can't remember the name of the book. It was an X-Men book, but I can't remember the name of the storyline. But there was a female character named the Goblin Queen. Really super sexy outfit. It's got underboob, right? Now in the 90s, I was a teenager or whatever, and that was awesome for me to see underboob. You know what I mean?
Pinnacle of
and it
seventh
was
grade.
so nice.
Yeah.
For underboob.
Catwoman, Batman Returns.
But they ended up having to change it because the film fans went to the shop and saw this underboob, or they got online and saw the underboob, or whatever they did, and they wrote to Marvel and they're like, "Oh, we don't want to see any underboob." Like nobody cares what you want to see, but Marvel caved in and they covered it up.
That's annoying.
That's
You know,
ridiculous.
and they did the same thing with one of the Batgirl covers with the Joker on it. Did you guys hear about this? Mm-mm. They had a picture. The cover was Joker standing behind Batgirl and was drawing a smile on her face with blood or lipstick or whatever it was. And they changed it because back in the 90s, the story was that she was beaten and possibly raped by Joker. Now, DC's a little harder edged than
love
Marvel,
it.
right?
Yeah.
But they didn't want that on the cover because of the insinuation of what happened in the past. But it was an amazing cover, and it had nothing to do with that story. But DC caved in, and they took the cover off the shelf.
Unfortunately, I feel like that's
Yeah.
the world we live in right now.
And it's terrible.
You don't want to offend
I want
anyone.
to drop kick
The
those guys.
point is to
Not just kick, but
wanna
you
drop-
want to hit the ground too.
running like 2 or 3 good steps
yeah. The point is not
straight to the chest.
it's not to like offend people, but the story is supposed to be shocking.
Right.
It's supposed to make you feel a little uneasy.
Well, that's like so you can't have rape in an actual movie. Why is it different rules for a comic book?
50 Shades of Grey?
What is
There
there
was-
a question mark?
there was
on
a
that?
bunch-
Yes, because all the ladies love 50 Shades of Grey.
Right. There was a bunch of issues with that in Game of Thrones too. People
Yeah.
freaking
Under
out.
boob?
No.
Right?
No, Kryptonite.
Kryptonite, the blue kryptonite.
Yeah, that's how the fucking White Walkers win.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's supposed to make you feel a little like I
uneasy.
probably shouldn't be reading
Yeah.
this.
But you
And
are.
then you read
Who
it anyways.
cares?
Exactly.
You know, and this is the thing, man. If you don't like it, don't read it. Don't watch
right,
it.
right.
Go watch something else. There's plenty of different genres, different age groups, and things like that for what you might want to see or what you might want to watch.
Well, now and
Chris is freaking out. He agrees with you.
everything
Thank
is everything's so uncensored now because once it's released, it's on the internet, free for everybody.
Well, yeah, now that
Done.
the internet exists, like depending on.
So it's difficult. So you really have to have that filter before you move it out to production if you're really gonna worry about something like that. But why should you worry? Like, since it's gonna be out there anyways, kids can see whatever they want on
For free.
instantly in their pockets
For
and
free,
everything.
exactly.
So why don't you just make it creative and make it good and make them think?
Depends on who it comes from. If it comes from a big company, they have to, they got to protect themselves.
Unless that's what the company's known for.
Well, then that's the thing. If you're gonna worry about that, then don't do it at all.
Well, true.
Right.
But it's a matter of they used to not care about it, and then as time goes on, they get more and more censored of themselves, right?
It's the fans, man.
Or
like
fans get more and more like overly sensitive about stuff.
that's the thing. For me, the fans, the true fans like myself, I've been reading and going through the books for years, and a lot of your comic book listeners probably are in the same position. We didn't care, and if it didn't bother us in the 80s, the 90s, the early 2000s, then why in 2015 we have so much open? Like, we didn't have internet. We didn't have the internet. We had to find somebody's parents' dirty books under the bed, to look at boobs, man.
You're searching boobs in the Dewey Decimal System at
Dude, we had Dewey
in the
Decimal,
library.
and I want to bring that shit back. I want to make kids look shit up, man. Now you hit a button and your book floats to you. This is bullshit.
It flows.
It basically does.
It comes to you like, come on over. Yoda's the librarian. He's like, get the book, you will. You like that, don't you? I know. The book, you like it, you do.
Chris says
boobs you are.
Chris says DC's editorial office has been fucking over the creators a lot over the past few years.
Well, I was kind of wondering about
everyone gets offended nowadays. He said
That's
the
the problem.
backstory of like, if I wanted to create a Batman series, like how? Because we've talked to Drew Karpyshyn, who's a author for Star Wars, and we were asking him about the limitations of what he could do under Star Wars. So I wonder what the difference is between, like, I want to write a comic book about who? Batman. Well, DC. What exactly can and can't you do if you write something out and it's perfect, but it shows some side boob and it's just like whoa, under boob only. Like, no, the bitch has side boob. Like, that's what I want on her.
3/4 boob.
No side boob for you.
Drew got very lucky though, because he worked on one of the best-selling Star Wars games ever, and then he was interested in a character that no one had really written about. So he had free reign. It was like, do whatever you want, make him awesome. It's when you want to write stuff that goes along with one of the movies, you have to really tiptoe across trying to make sure everything lines up.
I think maybe like
Which
the
can be
comic book
annoying.
series has just hit a wall. And like you said, they've just pressed the reset button, 2 or 3 times each?
Over and over.
And it's just like, why? Why don't you create something else? And I know it's difficult creating a new awesome character. There's already awesome characters out there, but they've also already been done over and over.
Well, it's not really that difficult, man. There's you think about all the characters they've got in all of the universes, Marvel, DC, Image, and IDW and whoever else. A lot of independent books out there, a lot of independent writers out there, a lot of independent creators and artists like myself. But if they really wanted to, if Hollywood or whoever else really wanted to make really good films, they need to look at those individuals and look at those things, man, and stop.
They're grabbing the cash cows. That's all they're
what it
doing.
is. And that's what they think they're doing. And a lot of times they're failing. Like, DC has been failing in their cinematic universe for years since Christopher Reeve. So I think the last good DC film was the first Batman one, in my opinion.
With Joker?
With
Michael Keaton
with
and
Michael
Jack
Keaton,
Nicholson?
right?
Yeah.
Everything after that was pure garbage. And then, no, I take that back. The
Batman Returns.
The Michael Bale. Was it Michael?
Michael Keaton.
Bale. Bale.
I don't know.
That's his last name.
The director?
No. The actor.
Shit.
Somebody write it.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale. There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Dark Knight.
He did a good job.
That's not
as
DC.
Batman.
But I feel like that
That
was
is DC. He did Batman.
It's technically DC, but I feel like that wasn't a DC production.
It was an alternate universe.
I feel like it was
Yeah.
based on characters from DC Comics kind of
Well,
thing.
it's kind of like the Blade. Blade series is a Marvel character, but they didn't They didn't back it until the second film.
Well, if you think about it, there's never been a DC Batman movie. Because
Technically,
even
yes.
the Michael Keaton ones were based on stories from the comic books.
Right.
It wasn't a DC movie.
Right.
While all these like Iron
Yeah.
Man movies are Marvel Studios.
Right.
Well, that might be
Making
like
them.
Marvel Studios
it's
is new,
just like
though.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man, Marvel doesn't own the films.
Well, I think they
Spider-Man.
I think they're getting them now.
They're getting
They're
them now,
trying,
aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, they're trying to put them in.
Actually, it's gonna be a different costume if I'm not mistaken. They still can't use
the costume.
the black and the red and blue costume.
Oh.
They can't use that one.
Why?
It's gonna be a different one.
That's
And-
gotta
and
be
From what I
frustrating.
understand, it might be the Iron Spider costume.
Iron Spider. I'm looking it up.
It's
Don't know.
yellow and red.
Does it
Yeah,
side? Is there
it's
side
got-
boob?
No, it's a dude. It's side dude. Might be some balls in there.
Iron Spider.
Yeah, Iron Spider.
I'm gonna see if I can add my window browser to this so they can see what I'm looking at. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Oh, that looks sick.
It's
it's
gonna be
pretty cool,
blacked
right?
out for a second. I apologize.
That's the Iron Spider.
That's the Iron Spider.
He looks like a transformer.
Yeah, Iron
Dan,
Man
that
built
looks like
that suit.
what's his name from
Beast
new
Wars?
Ant-Man?
Looks like tarantulas.
Who's the enemy from the new Ant-Man? I can't remember.
Oh,
his name.
Wasp.
Hornet. Wasp.
Wasp.
No,
Was it
Yellow
Wasp
Hornet?
was the girl.
Was it
Yellow
Hornet?
Hornet.
Yellow Jacket?
Yellow Jacket.
Yellow Jacket.
Buzz
Green
droids.
Hornet.
Buzz droids. Shut up.
No, I really like that suit.
Yeah.
And if he's supposed to be in the, because they plan on bringing him back in the Avengers movies.
Yes,
I
this
thought
new
he's,
one.
he's not supposed to have his own thing.
I don't think so. I think he's supposed to be in this Civil War film. This next one.
That'll be fun, and that's cool that he's. I just noticed
Yeah.
Mr. America.
Captain America.
Mr. America. Mr. You
call him Mr.
Universe. Yeah.
I meant to say, I apologize. It's not Mr. America.
It's
So
okay.
do you know the story about the Iron suit?
The Iron Spider is during Civil War, Iron Man outed Peter Parker.
Outed.
He outed. He told his secret to everybody
Oh, okay.
at a press conference.
What a
Damn.
jerk.
And so he built him a costume,
Okay.
and that was it. But then at some point, I think they made him a clone of Peter Parker,
Well, I was just gonna say.
so they could use the costume with a Peter Parker, but it's a clone, and that is a really cool piece.
He looks freaking
That is a
awesome.
really cool piece.
Keep going.
So-
I like this one. Click on that one right there.
Which one? Oh, yeah.
One over. That one.
That one.
Dude.
That is nice.
That's still red and blue though.
I know.
Yeah, he just doesn't have his the legs on.
He looks
okay.
sweet there.
Looks
I
like
like
a
it.
mixture
That looks
of
awesome.
the two.
He kind of looks too much Iron Man-ish though. That's all the Iron Man
and
colors.
see that's what it is. I mean, that's you have Iron Man making your suit. That's what he's gonna.
I like those.
That's
gauntlets.
fine with me.
He wants
Those are
everybody to
fucking
know that he
cool.
made that suit.
Batman should get a Tony Stark suit.
Yeah.
At least he can fly.
Yeah,
Come on.
but he won't be in Gotham anymore. Gotham's too dark.
That
Yeah, 'cause
looks
he would
really
fly
like
away,
Iron
'cause
Man
Gotham
right there.
sucks.
That one
Everything's
really
just
looks like Iron Man.
filled with
That's
emphysema.
completely emphysema.
Sorry if you're not on the live Twitch right now. You obviously can't see what we're looking at, but just search up Iron Spider on Google.
That can't actually be it. That's got to be a mashup.
I mean, and that might not be
that's,
official, but
that's probably a fan piece.
that looks sweet though. Come on.
Dirty fan artists always messing.
I like that one the best.
Messing with my emotions.
That's my favorite one.
Is that a Pokemon?
Is that Sonic?
I don't know.
Sonic the
Iron Spider Sonic.
He's got a horn though. What is going on with that horn?
Oh man, it has to be frustrating. Like we own Spider-Man, but we can't make a movie about him.
Right. Well, yeah.
Because they gave it to Sony before they created Marvel Studios, right? Like the actual movie studio, Marvel Studios.
Yeah.
I thought they just sold the rights to making Marvel movies. Marvel's just like, okay, I mean, we're busy doing our other shit.
Right.
We'll sell you this piece of it so you can make movies, and I'm sure Marvel still gets a piece of it. So
Yeah, I'm certain they do, but the problem is
get off.
Sony is destroying that franchise.
Yeah.
They are destroying that franchise. So Marvel needs to get their stuff back.
Now, who's
Fantastic Four and all those guys.
your
Yeah.
favorite? Who's your least and favorite peeps from Marvel?
Yeah. You hate Wolverine.
You like X-Men?
I like X-Men. I actually X-Men was one of the first X-Men and New Mutants, which you guys probably don't know about. New Mutants were a young team X-Men. But I like if I have to choose X-Men, I like Storm. I like Colossus. Colossus was actually one of my favorites. Nightcrawler is a really
Yeah, he's awesome.
favorite of mine.
Storm would be awesome to draw.
Yes. Oh, she is. Anyway,
So much. There's side and underboob.
yeah. Have you seen my Storm?
No.
She's boobalicious. Dude, she's got bosom for days.
All right, I gotta see this bosom. Let me search Ren McKinzie.
Do you have a site or anything?
Yeah, there's a lot of my stuff right there. Wow.
Did you know?
Did you just type me in?
Yeah, Ren McKinzie Storm.
That's fucking awesome.
It's the internet, dude.
Yeah. It may not be on there. It's probably on my DeviantArt page, but you may not have time.
How did I search up Ren McKinzie Storm and I have 4 of our pictures that came up?
That's cool.
That is really weird.
Probably because we talked about you or something. It's from the website. That's really strange.
49.
That's the one with that's crazy.
What's a couple of your favorite sketches that you've done?
Oh yeah,
I know they're like all your
Raphael.
children.
Raphael.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah. Did you see the Wolverine I did? Go scroll it
love
down.
those
The
turtles.
new Wolverine I did is right
There?
there. Yeah. Yeah, that's the newest piece.
Dude.
Nice. I thought you didn't like Wolverine.
I don't like it, man, but
I'll still draw him.
I drew a piece. No, well, I don't like doing that either. But I drew a piece for a guy, which is awesome, man. It's Sabretooth was destroying Wolverine. I was like, I am in.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And then I always liked the Arthur Adams version of Wolverine, so I wanted to do a nice Wolverine homage with the fat head and short and stout and really big Wolverine. I just, after getting Wolverine destroyed, I wanted to do a piece. I got, kind of motivated to do a piece with Wolverine on it.
Man, I've been through your Back to the Future stuff.
This is Storm right here.
No, that's Vixen. I don't see the Storm.
Is that
there.
Michonne?
Scroll down.
Oh, that's sweet.
Go in the. There's a folder there. It should be the brown and whites. All these. It might be in there.
Gotcha. I'm on his DeviantArt page right now.
Do you have one single print that's all 4 turtles together?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
All right.
Not anymore.
I guess it's not on there.
Okay.
Darn it.
I did see this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
where you combined all of them?
Yeah, I don't print that one anymore.
That is so
Damn.
sweet. What turtles are just. I don't
They are.
Give a
and-
damn. Turtles are the coolest.
Did you base that off of anything, or is that kind of just your rendition of
I
it? 'Cause that's-
based that off of actual sea turtles, the way their legs and whatnot look.
Oh,
This
okay.
was done years and years ago, way, way, way before the movies and all that. And I wanted them to have like huge wrists and hands and feet.
Because they're animals. You don't want them to look like
and,
humans.
And if you
Right.
ever look at like sea turtles, they have really small like bicep sections, and their flippers are huge. And the same with their legs.
So like huge forearms.
Right.
You kind of made them with.
So
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
That's what I was basing them off of, man. I really like the way that looks, with the small upper arm and the big lower arm. So
Very cool. Very cool.
yeah,
And for anyone that's curious, if you're watching this or listening, he does do commissions.
boom.
Ren McKinzie.
but he's
at
too busy to do
Gmail.
anything right now.
Never too busy. Just have to put you on the waiting list. It's all good.
Beautiful.
It's all good.
All right, I have a few things. We're gonna take a break from comics for half a second and then get back into it and start screaming.
Pokey, man. Let's go with that.
Yeah. So for
Snorlax.
you just name Pokemon.
Yeah. I get like 3 or 4 of them out and I'm done. Charizard.
So for those of our generation, the first Pokemon games we grew up with, Pokemon Red and Blue, in the awkward Game Boy Green color hue from like 95, 96, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Must have been 96 because the 20th anniversary is next month. And they are re-releasing, I don't know if it's original or if they're like revamping it, but they're re-releasing Red and Blue on the Nintendo store for DS.
Those games aren't rare. You can still go pick them up for $20. So they have to
No,
be
they're rare.
revamped.
They're rare. I was at the game shop the other day because I was looking for Battlefront, which, by the way, is $85.
That's ridiculous.
It's not.
Is that
It's
too
rare.
much?
It's an Xbox, not the new Battlefront, the original one for Xbox.
Well, I'm like you guys with the comics. I don't play video games. So I'm sorely lacking in my video game knowledge.
Battlefront brand new in like 2004 was probably 40.
50.
And it's 80 now?
85 now.
Because it's a rare game. It's one of the best Star Wars games ever. And with all the new Star Wars stuff, it's like everyone's buying them up, so the price is up.
Right.
But no, so Pokemon Red and Blue for the original Game Boy, they were $35 each. Which, for a game that's 20 years old,
are they two
is
different games?
Red and Blue, yeah.
No.
So there's 150 Pokemon. Each game has like 120. So there's different Pokemon in each one. So in order to like catch all the Pokemon, you had to get both.
It's the exact same game. It's just one has like 10 different Pokemon.
True.
The other one has the other missing 10.
True.
The everything else is the exact same.
Yeah, I should have said
So
it
it's
that
a
way.
terrible scam.
It is.
That's ingenious.
Yeah.
It is ingenious.
Ever since then, they've always done it in two. Gold and silver, black and white.
Yeah, I used to work at Toys R Us, the shipping department. I hate that place. I hate you.
Which one do you hate more, Batman or Toys R
Where I
Us
used to
shipping
work?
department?
Oh, where I used to work.
That's saying something.
That place killed my soul, guys. I'm telling you,
hear
man.
ya.
Listen.
I hear you.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. Whenever I walked in there every morning without fail, as soon as I walked in, I had to shit.
It scared the shit out of you.
Dude, no.
Like, I don't want to go to work.
It turned my stomach every day. I hated them. Anyway, somebody's gonna be listening. Like, oh my god, yeah. What are you gonna do? Fire me? I quit.
I don't work here.
I don't work for you anymore, you sons of bitches. But we used to ship that stuff out, man. And whenever they came in new, they would always be in two different colors.
Yep.
That's true.
Always in twos.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're the originals. They are gonna be putting back up on the store for purchase. They're probably gonna be.
They've got to revamp them somehow.
I hope they are. I'm sure they'll be
put
in
them
color.
together.
The cool thing is that
Just make it red and blue, purple.
Right?
Pokemon purple.
Pokemon purple.
Yeah,
That'd be nice.
I hope they do a
That'd be
little bit
nice.
of changes, but I hope they're not too expensive. I hope they're not the price of a full game.
Well, you got to think those were because they were not in color at all.
No, because
It was all
the
black
old
and
Game
white.
Boy was like the green thing. Yeah, it was
Well,
weird.
I had the Game Boy Pocket, it was just like the smaller version, but it was still all black and white.
Right.
It was between the original and color.
Oh, yeah, because I had the original fat gray
one.
one.
I had
and it
the-
was like green. It's fucking
yeah,
weird.
yeah. Yours was hinted green, purple, green.
Pokemon?
Pokemon purple and green. I don't know. Fuck.
And then the Game Boy Color, it still wasn't in true color. It was just like shaded red.
And you could change it. You could like change the tint. Did
Yeah.
you know that? I knew it.
Anyway, so they were putting out a brand new DS, which is like the Pokemon Anniversary DS, actual like it's not a console, but you know what I mean. The whole handheld
System?
device
Yeah,
system,
device.
system, and it's got 2 plates, so you can change it between like the red theme or the blue theme, like skins that you could like put on and off, and then those come with the game. And then if you don't want to buy that, you can download the game revamps on the Nintendo Store.
You guys know all this shit is free, like on the internet. You just
but-
get an emulator and just
I know,
play
but I
it.
don't want to play on my keyboard.
It's better than you think because I had 2 emulators up and I was able to transfer Pokemon.
I understand, but I want to play like on a Game Boy.
I know.
And I have a DS, so I'm just gonna get the game.
It's the nostalgia
It'll give me a reason to
factor.
play the DS.
It's a nostalgia factor.
My son's got a DS.
Does he?
DS XL.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got that.
I never play anything. I downloaded old school Game Boy games to play on the DS just because, nostalgia.
Well, I had like an old SNES emulator on my computer too. So I was playing the Streets of Rage and like just random stuff. And I was playing all the little turtle games.
Yep.
Pissed me
Streets
off.
of Rage, man. You brought me back. Streets of Rage. Man. Contra?
Shinobi.
Contra,
What?
yes.
Contra.
Oh
we
my
still
God.
have it.
I used to,
It's in the closet right there.
I have Contra in my car.
What?
I have my NES in the back of my
yeah,
car.
Contra, if it will start, the NES is old as fuck, but it's
Yeah.
in the closet, man.
Did you have to like
Yeah, lick
Yep.
it up. And then
lick it?
Sniff it a little bit.
Who the hell licked it?
It works. It works.
Did it? That's terrible.
But yeah.
hit it. Work, you damn thing.
Maybe we can stream some Contra.
I
Contra
can't.
was nice.
Why?
I don't have the. Oh yeah, the
Yeah. That was
Oh,
my
it
favorite.
won't work on the Mac anyway. So I
the
guess it doesn't
fireball
matter.
was your favorite.
Yeah, man.
The worst one.
What?
Yeah,
I like
it was
the
weird.
shotgun, the spread.
Fireball
With
in
yeah.
Contra
I was a
3
cheater.
for Super Nintendo was amazing because it was just a fire stream and you could just like move it up and down.
Yeah.
It never went
Oh,
away.
yeah. Yeah.
In the third one, it was just like not even fair.
Yeah, Contra's one something that I grew up with. The original Nintendo was like my first system. So
That was mine as well.
the Contras and the Marios were just it for me.
My brother and I had the Nintendo, first Nintendo. I still actually have one.
Yep.
I have an original Nintendo. I have a PlayStation 2, which is the newest game system I've got, and it gets no play.
That's like one of the best systems of all time. I hear a lot of people, and they kept making games for a long time after PS3 was released because everyone loved PS2 so much.
There's a lot of breakthrough games that came out on that, like
Yeah.
Guitar Hero. Like, how many hours did we spend on Guitar Hero?
None. Not a one.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Nope.
Nope. Not even that long.
No. So that's it for Pokemon. I just wanted to announce it because I'm getting it as soon as it happens.
Gotta catch 'em.
Oh, and there's supposed to be, I don't know if you heard, but there's supposed to be a virtual reality Pokemon game coming for mobile.
A virtual reality? What, like...
So, like,
You're gonna be Ash Ketchum.
the trailer, like, gets you a little more hyped.
Ketchum.
The trailer gets you more hyped than you should because the trailer makes it look like your phone's going to project Pokemon, like a hologram in the world.
I've seen,
which isn't possible. But what it's going to do is, like, it'll open up your camera and you'll see what's in front of you in real life, and then it will, like, kind of project a Pokemon on there on your screen.
You know what you should do?
Which, depending on how they do it, could be really cool.
You should always dress up like Ash Ketchum when you play it.
Yes.
And then, like,
Yes.
just you serious business, like, just walk around in the mall and just, I got you.
That's going to be, depending on how they make it, that's going to be really weird. People are just going to be walking around with their phones, just be like, got one!
It'll be on somebody's shoulder. Gotcha!
Right in their face.
Fucking gotcha, you son of a
It's like a Voltorb, like, orbiting someone's head, and you just have to, like, grab it. It's going to be insane.
Yeah, that could be bad.
I'm doing this.
That could be awesome.
So
we'll see.
All three of us have seen the new Suicide Squad trailer.
Suzanne.
Yes, we have. We really have.
I hope you guys have seen it. It's pretty good. Way better than what they've shown so far. Somebody's not excited.
That'd be me.
The newest trailer. Well, first of all, speaking of trailers, I hated that they put Bohemian Rhapsody in there. That was dumb.
That was cool.
I was confused with that.
I liked it. It was all right.
It was awesome. It was all right.
I'm not as excited as I thought I would be, but I don't hate it. We'll just say that. I don't hate it by a long shot, but I don't know. I'm not too big into the Joker to really say, like, I don't like the new Joker, but
I don't like the new Joker.
Harley Quinn looks
He-
very pretty.
Well, yeah.
I like the new Joker. I like him.
All right, I know you don't like Batman, but do you know the backstory on Killer Croc? Because I want to know how they're going to make that make sense.
Dude,
and also the witch lady.
I don't know too much about Killer Croc, truthfully. I'm
sure Chris
I
will
don't
tell
know
us.
who the witch lady is. And the guy with the fire, I don't know who he is either.
Who's the girl on her knees?
That is
Samurai Girl.
Yeah. I knew her name earlier.
Also, I see
It's
no
not
side
Katana.
boob in this picture. This sucks.
Yeah,
Hate
there's
it.
no
Turn it
side
off.
boob for you.
Turn it off.
Yeah. I can't remember her name. Somebody chime in on the thing, please.
Blasphemy.
Blasphemy.
That's silly.
Yeah, I can't remember
I'm
her name.
sorry, DC. What are you guys doing with names?
Yeah.
Her name's Blasphemy?
No. Is it? No.
I hope not.
The witch lady, he
The
said.
witch lady? Maybe.
That's
Which
what
lady?
he said. Is that
that right?
her actual name? That's Dino. That's not Dima. Both their names are in red. I keep mixing them up, and they both start with D, and they both have the same amount of characters, and they
Double
both
D.
are fucking raving about DC. Sorry. We mixed a ton of things. Kerner asked something, but we'll skip over that. Sorry, man. Kerner's our intern. He was just on last episode. Oh, here's what I was looking for. Chris asked, who is your favorite comic book artist?
Mine?
Yeah.
Fucking Arthur Adams. No question about it.
There you go.
I met that guy this past year. Oh, I almost geeked and peed on my pants. I'm not kidding.
You could use that urine.
Your
And work.
fans.
Just fucking work, yeah. Like Arthur Adams
Inspiration,
is my favorite guy, yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I-
Hands down.
Can't say I know his work, but I'm gonna
Dude.
look it the fuck up.
You've got to look him up.
I like having this open.
The best
Arthur
the
Adams.
best Wolverine you've ever seen.
All
Guaranteed.
black and white like this.
Oh, wow. This
Yes.
is...
that
this
one.
is-
See that one there? That's the iconic one right there. Yep.
Why do I get this when I search Arthur Adams?
Cause he's a dirty dude.
Well, I got this Leia thing right here.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, he does a lot of covers now. He does a lot of covers for a lot of the Marvel entities.
Wow,
Okay.
he does have a certain style, and it's
freaking amazing. His women, look at those, look at those ladies. I mean, what I mean to
That
say
looks like something out of a
is,
Rob Zombie movie. Look at
he
that.
has very good pencil
Yeah.
work and ink work, and his technique is really nice.
That's very cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
That's like old school looking Star Wars
Yeah,
too,
man.
where the lightsaber is kind of pointed at the end.
And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Arthur Adams was the very last person to ever walk up at a show to Marvel, show his portfolio, and actually get a job on the spot.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Does that happen?
Never.
Garner said, "Go back to the Leia photo. Relax." dude." Speaking of Slave Leia and what we were talking about earlier with censorship, I heard that they are completely discontinuing anything that has to do with the Slave Leia costume.
They are gonna have people having fits.
I think they already had fits.
Guess what? There's a lot of cosplayers who love that
Well,
costume.
you can't stop that.
You damn right.
But they're not going to put out any more toys about it or any
Yeah.
like official
Well, you
Disney
better,
stuff.
You guys better catch them all. Then you better catch all that shit.
Just people getting a little.
It'll
There's
be
a
on eBay.
light
there's a
skinned about it.
whole Arthur Adams Jabba scene.
Yeah, look at that.
That Bib Fortuna
Fucking
makes him look a lot
ridiculous.
cooler than he does in the movie.
Yeah.
Fucking ridiculous.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that guy is so detailed, man. And a lot of the artists that came after were clones of Arthur Adams. Yeah, a lot of the really
Cloners.
famous ones.
Damn good
were
ones too.
clones of. Yeah, and they did a good job.
We started talking about Suicide Squad.
Yeah, Suicide Squad.
Yeah, I don't know half the people. I don't know 75% of the people in there. Harley looks awesome and hot. Joker looks interesting. I can't say that I love.
Arthur Adams, you dirty dude.
Dude, that's a dirty dude.
I can't say I'm in love with the Joker yet, but he's enough to like get me intrigued and want to see it.
I am
and
intrigued,
then
yes.
someone told me that Will Smith was dead shot,
Dead shot.
so I know who that is.
Not Deadpool
or
No.
Deathstroke,
or Deathstroke
who are all shooter guys.
or Death Pod or
Doomsday.
Dude Stroke.
Dude stroke.
Not that, please.
Deathstroke.
yeah.
Deathstroke.
Thoughts? I'm gonna see it, but I'm not
Yeah.
like
I'm gonna see it.
I'm not Star Wars level excitement about it. But
No.
I'm gonna see it.
That we're biased about that, but
Yeah.
But I'm Star Wars level excited to see Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
I'm more excited to see Batman vs Superman.
Shut your
honestly.
face.
Well, you talk a bit about the Joker because I know you were excited about him and now you're not. And his Lamborghini.
I'm still
and stuff.
like we don't know anything about it, so it doesn't really matter. But the second trailer showed a little more of the Joker. It wasn't just like, oh, I'm gonna hurt you, and then he just starts laughing. This one actually showed a couple scenes of him in action. The one scene that I still got to feel it out is when he says, "Oh, I'm gonna show you all the toys," and he's smacking the guy's face, and he kind of like rubs his hands like going into his hair, but it's like not sensual. He does it like creepily if you haven't seen it, but
yeah.
I just have like I'm holding back something. Just I don't. What I'm trying to get at is Heath Ledger killed it. All right, and it's no matter what Jared Leto does, he's not going to be the Joker for me.
Nope.
Heath Ledger's Joker is the Joker to me.
That's true. And
So it's difficult for
I
me
give
to-
you that, man. But
to go to the such flamboyant Joker that is.
We mentioned one argument with that, and it was when they announced that Heath Ledger was going to be the Joker. No one thought it was going to be any good.
Right.
He
Well,
ended
that's-
up being the Joker. So how do you know it's not going to happen again?
And well, that's my argument with Ben Affleck. I think he could be a perfect Batman.
Terrible.
Well, okay then. But I think he could. He has a potential. Like he's kind of
Never.
picked from nowhere and just put into a spot that he has nothing to do with. He's not being a Boston asshole. And that was that even Boston? I think that was more Tatooine, if anything. But. Yeah, I think he might work out. I don't know about this Jared Leto dude. Like the Joker's, I like the Joker more than Batman. That's how much I like the Joker.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
So like for anyone just to walk
can agree
in,
with that.
Batman's my favorite, but I like the Joker more than Batman.
I think he's a more interesting
I hate
character.
Batman, so
No, it's okay.
anybody's better than Batman.
Oh,
What about
man.
Wolverine?
The
I'm
Joker.
gonna keep bringing it
you're
up
killing me.
because like those are two huge fan favorites.
Exactly, and that's probably
I
why
don't
hate
like
him so much.
Wolverine actually.
Wolverine's a turd.
I like him.
He's
I don't know why
absurd.
he seems to be like the best X-Man.
Because he can't die.
I know he's not the most powerful, but he's like the most popular X-Man.
Because he can't die.
He can die.
You cut him in half, he just grows into two. He's like a starfish.
He doesn't regrow stuff. He just
Yes, he
heals
does.
himself. He doesn't. Does he? I don't think he regrows limbs.
He could if he wanted to. He's a lizard.
I don't know.
That's his.
Well, you
power.
couldn't cut his arm off because his bones are adamantium, so you couldn't.
But
cut
his
through
joints are not.
It. Okay. So
And
depending on where you caught
they
him.
played that weird because the Hulk actually ripped him in half. And he
I
severed his
love the
spine.
Hulk so much.
He ripped him in
Stop.
half, tossed his legs on the other side of the earth. Wolverine had to crawl to his legs and then heal himself.
So he crawled across the earth to his legs.
Yeah.
And then just like sat next to it, and it like
And let it heal up.
stemmed
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah. It was in the snow. It was awesome.
That's still not.
It was in
It's
the
still not
snow.
regrowing. Stuff.
Uphill.
He was all cold. But
So
yeah.
if Hulk took his arm and just held it above him, just be like, you can't get your arm back. It wouldn't happen.
I mean, if he locked it in a box and, Wolverine couldn't cut through it, maybe it was vibranium. You guys know about vibranium?
That's Captain America's shield.
Captain
It's
America's
vibranium,
shield.
right?
They
Yeah.
can't cut through each other, or they cancel each other out. So if he can't get into there to get his arm, he's just one armed dude. So, but Wolverine's a jerk.
You acted like he beat you up in high school or something.
Dude,
He's an
we got a
asshole.
grudge
But
against him.
Wolverine is so popular, man, and his power is to get his ass whooped and outlast the dude.
Kind of true.
I mean, seriously,
No,
because
yeah,
his mutant
yeah.
power is to heal himself, and that's it. The other stuff
True.
is extra.
It's-
if he
yes,
didn't
true.
have the rest of the stuff, he'd get his ass whooped. The guy would get tired, and he would jump up saying, "I'm the best," and Berserker Barrage. You remember that game? Yeah, Capcom.
And then,
Berserker Barrage.
X-Men.
You're making stuff up.
Capcom, dude, X-Men. Berserker Barrage. Rah, rah, rah. No, X-Men. All right. you guys.
How early was
How
that?
are you guys gonna be video game guys and you don't know about the X-Men video game? Capcom, man.
Oh, like the arcade one?
The arcade, dude.
They
It
had
was-
that at 16-bit.
Matter of
after
fact,
Comic-Con, and
they've
I
got
was terrible
X-Men
at
versus
it.
Capcom, and that you could fight Ryu versus the X-Men, and Cyclops was pew
I hate Cyclops.
I hate Cyclops.
Lasers! That's all I can do.
pew.
Just took one thing from Superman, and I suck at it because I gotta wear goggles. Like you're like a handicapped Superman who doesn't have powers.
Yeah, like some superheroes, they just took all Superman's powers and split them up between different people.
Yeah, the X-Men. You got it.
They can't control him, though.
Yeah, that's what Superman is. All the X-Men into one.
Yeah, he's just
Yeah.
a crybaby with laser
What do you do?
eyes.
No, what don't I do, bitch?
Exactly.
Yeah, Superman's a cheater.
Dima wants to know really quick, based on the Wolverine hatred, do you like X-23?
I like X-23's design. Since she's a X-Men or a Wolverine clone, I'm not a fan of her power because
It's a her?
she's basically the same way. Yeah, X-23
That's
is
what
a young lady.
Alkali did that cosplay.
She's
With
a
the
female
Wolverine
clone.
claws?
Yeah.
That's who it
She's
is.
got
Oh, okay.
two claws in her hands, one in her foot,
I'll bring it up, by the way.
which is kind of dumb.
So she's a clone, though?
Yes,
Jeez,
she
why
is
are they
a clone.
cloning everybody?
Yeah, but I do like her design. I like her look a lot. Very nice looking young lady.
Let's see.
And she's actually the new Wolverine now in the new X-Men Marvel Universe. So
Yeah.
she's actually the Wolverine now.
Does she has adamantium in her? Like what did you?
I don't
I don't like
she
the whole
does.
foot thing.
I don't
like
think
a
anybody
shredder.
except Wolverine has adamantium bones. But
So
I
she
could
has
be
the
wrong.
claws, then.
Yeah, she does have. Like I said, she has two in her hands, and then
A snaggle
one in each
nail.
foot that comes out in between her toes.
We interviewed Allie who does that cosplay.
Oh,
of.
really? I mean, that sounded creepy as
Wow, that
shit.
wasn't on the actual camera.
Is that her?
That's her.
Yeah. Yeah, she'll be back on the show soon.
Hey, tell her-
I remember seeing
Listen,
it, and I
tell
didn't.
tell her I'll draw her.
Oh, actually, that'd be awesome.
one of your French whores.
No, seriously, like my brown the brown ones. I actually get the brown ones. Right?
Sorry.
I actually get models or not super famous people.
Yeah.
So
Cosplayers, yeah.
yeah, if I ever do a X-23, I want her to be the X-23.
Yeah, we'll link you up.
So that'd be cool.
And her name's Alkali Lake, so
Alkali Lake.
obviously
pretty sweet.
X-Men fan.
Doesn't she have?
pretty sweet.
Oh, she has her Boba Fett super woman.
Boba Fett,
Boba
Captain, Boba whatever. Wonder Woman, Boba Fett mixture.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Boba woman.
No, it was Wonder Fett.
Captain
Boba
Fett.
Fem.
Captain Django.
Boba Fem.
Boba
I
Fem.
just put Django. And then Yeah.
She does her poison ivy, and then
That's cool.
She has everything she does is
that
really
Rogue?
well,
Is that her
really
Rogue
well
as well?
done. Rogue?
You guys know who Rogue is there?
No.
Or is that the one from the
That's
film?
the actual call.
That's the actual-
That's her. She did so good. She looks just like Anna
She
Paquin.
looks just like her, yeah.
And there's
I hate her.
Crybaby Cyclops.
I hate that rogue.
I hate him so much.
I
All right, sorry.
died.
Enough of that.
Glasses give me a headache.
All right.
So, what are your thoughts on the suicide?
You jumped all over it again, yeah.
I know, it's okay.
I actually am excited now with this new trailer.
Yeah.
I was not excited very much at all for it. I'm gonna watch it just like any other ones,
Right.
in time. I usually wait a couple weeks, just like Star Wars, right? I'll probably watch it next week. I want to wait till $5 Tuesday, so I'm not upset. if I
You
don't
didn't have
like
to
it.
wait. I saw it twice in one night. The third night it came out at right down the street.
Stone Ridge, is that right?
I saw it for $5, and then I saw it in 3D for $7.50. You're missing out, bro.
You guys got it good on this side of town, man. On my side, it's
What
like
am I on
14
this
bucks.
side?
Star Wars podcast. We gotta watch it. We
Yeah.
gotta watch it day of.
Yeah, well,
I'm in it.
yeah. Oh, you're in the movie?
Oh no, in the theater while I watch it.
Damn, buddy!
One of these days.
I'm in here with a celebrity.
You just wait. Hey, Kathleen Kennedy, we're Star Wars podcast.
Right.
You put me in some CGI suit, like fucking.
If you
What's
ever
his
need
name?
2 radio hosts in Star Wars, we'll be the pod racer
Man,
announcers.
you guys
put me
will
in
be
the background in
pod
the
racer anything.
cantina.
You know what they'll make you guys do? They'll make you guys do one of those weird 2 people horse suits in a creature. So one of you
centaur?
guys will be the ass sniffing the other dude's ass for 4 hours. I fucking hate this shit, man.
I'll do it.
The
for
other
Star
dude will be
Wars.
like, dude, I love it. I can see everybody. The other person will be like, fucking hate it. I can't see anybody.
It would be a dream just to get on set, let alone be in it.
Yeah.
to be a part of the culture.
Just I put me in the background of the cantina, dressed up as a fucking Arthurian. I don't care.
Are we going to talk about...
or janitor, just like fuck it.
Are we...
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad?
Remember when we were talking about Suicide Squad? But
Yeah,
didn't give a
a
damn.
long
It's right
time
now.
ago.
Let's go back to Star Wars.
That's why I hate podcasts. Oh wait,
Jared Leto, what are your final thoughts?
Jared Leto, I like it.
what about the grills?
That doesn't bother me, man.
It doesn't bother me until I saw the Lambo. I was just like, wait a minute. So he's not only psychotic and rich, he has style.
But we don't know.
If he's rich, he probably just stole the shit and put
We don't
some
know.
LED
Yeah.
lights on
I
it.
mean,
No,
he
he
might have
didn't.
stolen it just
don't
like
know.
that. We never know.
everything he stoles and owns. Everything he stole and owns was stolen from the same guy because it's all the same, like
You never
flashy
know.
purple.
It might be the
stole
guy
from, like,
who
a
was stroking his face.
futuristic prince.
Wait till I show you all my toys while I take all of yours.
Put the lotion on. Get in my pit, bitch.
Give me them
Oh
grills.
boy.
Yeah, I don't know. I have my reservations about Jared Leto. It's difficult because, like I said, Heath Ledger's my Joker.
Right. I got you.
It's hard. That's why I'm keeping my reservations because I'm trying not to shit on Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Because
we haven't seen him in action.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
he
know.
could just absolutely kill it, but I'm 99% sure he's not going to come close to my Heath
I
Ledger.
have a
My
good
Heath
feeling that
Ledger.
he'll do a really good job.
I have a feeling that he's going to do a really good job, and I'm going to piss on him because he's not Heath Ledger. And
Anyway,
that's the bad thing.
yeah,
He could absolutely kill it, but it's-
and I think a lot of people will do that.
yeah.
You know.
That's why I'm trying to go in unbiased, but when I saw today's trailer, I was just like, Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
We'll see.
Yeah, you just
Can't have that
no.
ever.
Demon said a few of the next DC movies are Flash, Green Lantern Corps, Cyborg, Aquaman.
Which will never have anything to do with the shows, which I absolutely hate.
Wait, I thought you said good new material is fine.
It is, but the Flash show, fucking amazing.
Really?
Fucking
I haven't
amazing.
watched it. I tried to watch Arrow and I hated it, so
I
I
hated
kind of got a
Arrow,
bad taste.
Arrow, not so much, but the Flash has never ever steered me wrong.
Okay.
It's a really good show
have to try
with
it out.
really good actors, and I think that guy could do a really good job in the film. Why not use him,
Just make it like the film like a continuation of the
dude?
show.
They've been double dipping in Arrow and Flash crossovers for this whole time now. You know, they'll do double episodes and all this. Why not put him in a film?
Yeah, that's weird.
I don't think anyone, they've got almost a half a year, right? Take the time off or just say, okay, we're not going to do anything for the next season. We're going to concentrate on this film.
Right.
We're going to do it. and then we'll come back to the show. We'll make it a big event, and when the show comes back on, it'll be just like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., right?
Mm-hmm.
There'll be little things to lead up to the films that'll be in the show, and then the film pop, pow, right? And then all these other films, there'll be little things in both the show, Arrow and then they've got another one coming out. DC's got another show, and some of the villains from The Flash will be on that show as heroes.
But it's not going to tie into the
Captain Cold.
movie.
They won't have anything to do with the movie. That's the bad part.
It's
Why won't they use that?
Marvel's just doing everything right.
Murdering it. You're right. And I'll tell you what, I hate the Supergirl show mainly because there's nothing to do with any of the other shows.
So
Supergirl sounds.
There's a
kinda-
lot of stuff that came out recently on Netflix that I'm not too sure about.
Daredevil.
It's like Agent Carter,
Love it.
Daredevil, Sam Jones,
No, it's not Sam.
Jessica Jones.
Jessica Jones. Sam Jones. Is that something else?
Have you not watched the Daredevil show?
I watched like the first is the first season?
That's all that's out.
Oh, then I
And then
watched.
Jessica Jones is only one season.
I have not seen Jessica Jones.
Neither have I.
Listen, man.
What about Agent Carter? Like what?
Agent Carter's not a Netflix exclusive. You're just
It's just
on
terrible.
I think it's
Yeah.
on Netflix now, though.
It's on Netflix. The first
Oh,
season
okay.
and the second season just started. It's in the episode 2.
Because Agent Carter's that chick from the first Captain America.
She's the Miss Dick Tracy.
Right. Well, sort of. Yeah. I mean, well, you
what
think
she
it's
is.
in the what 30s or 40s,
Yeah.
right?
40s.
Yeah.
And it's
Post-war.
previous to all of this stuff. However, if you watch it, there are clues to the films. Marvel is completely encapsulating all of their entities.
Cinematic universe.
Oh,
Well, isn't
man.
that how
That's why I
Stan
love it.
Lee
That's
kind
why
of
I love
built
it.
it? Like he kind of
That's
just
what he's supposed to do.
that's-
yeah.
that's what he had.
That's what you're supposed to do.
And when you find out that Thanos is behind like multiple of the like characters, like when you see him at the end of whatever movie it was, where he was at the end where he got pissed that
Yeah.
no one could
Avengers
get the
2?
fucking stone for him,
Avengers 2, yeah.
and then he's in
It's all
also in
dope himself.
Guardians. Like
Yeah.
you know they're gonna clash one of these movies. It's
Oh, yeah.
gonna be fucking awesome.
I believe it'll be right after.
Civil.
I'm
Civil
so
War.
excited for Guardians too.
I'm excited for a lot of films coming out next year.
Almost all the Marvel
This
stuff I'm
year,
excited
yeah.
for, but I especially love Guardians for some reason. I loved it a lot.
You like the raccoon.
He was cool, but my favorite was Groot.
Groot,
And
because he talks so much.
obviously Star-Lord.
I love
I
Star-Lord.
love Chris
That was
Pratt.
yeah.
Yeah.
Groot is just fuck.
Chris
I don't
Pratt,
care. I'm a
he-
giant tree. Fuck everything.
Whoever's doing the casting for all the Marvel is killing it.
Yeah.
You think with who was it? Tommy Lee Jones who's Iron Man? What the fuck is his name?
Did you say Tommy Lee Jones?
He's got three
He always
names.
mixes up names.
Samuel. No.
Always.
There's 3 names. What's his name?
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, the 3 name guy. But
That's 2 names. And
Yeah,
then,
Junior's
whatever.
not actually a name.
it's a full word.
Okay.
But I mean, between him and the other ones. But no, like Star-Lord, that's perfect.
Chris Pratt, yes.
Chris Pratt
Yeah.
as Star-Lord was perfect.
Yeah.
And I don't even know anything about the character in the books. Is he supposed to be like snarky and stuff? 'Cause
I
it was
have no
perfect.
idea about
I
that
thought it was
either.
perfect.
That I don't know.
Now, can you
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd? Oh yeah, as Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, yeah.
That was an interesting
Yeah.
one.
You know,
I didn't think he was supposed
they
to be that
look
funny.
too much alike for my taste.
Who?
Paul Rudd and
Sam? You?
Chris Pratt?
Chris
Tommy?
Pratt.
Tommy?
I don't think they
Dude,
look
they
alike.
look
They're
just
just
alike.
both hilarious.
I was like, why the fuck would they put him in that movie knowing they're gonna be together at some point in time?
I don't. You haven't seen them next to each other because I think Paul Rudd's a short dude.
They look just alike in the faces.
Nope.
In the faces.
In their faces. Like, well, here's my thing. Like, just like they had
I don't
the
think they do.
original.
No.
They look just alike.
Their
dude.
chins
They
kind of look
fucking
alike.
just alike. Look at them. They're twins.
That's a crazy photo.
I've never seen
They
Chris
look,
Pratt
they
look
look
like
like
that.
That's
brothers,
a young
man.
photo of him. They do look like brothers, but I think the way they looked in the films, I didn't think so. I didn't notice it
brothers.
at all.
Dude, they look
That's
just
not
like-
either of those guys.
Yeah, that's definitely not either one of those guys.
That okay? All right, Ren, all right. He
I
kind of
know,
does look like Paul
man.
Rudd there.
Because I was like, that
No.
guy is making money. He's in both
Jurassic?
of those movies and Jurassic Park. That dude is killing it right now. Yeah, what the hell?
He's the funniest guy on the planet. I love Paul Rudd. What did you think about, now that you brought it up?
Jurassic World?
Yeah, Jurassic World.
Jurassic World was cool except for the movie.
It was fun to watch, but the
of
entire
Jurassic
movie.
World,
Yeah.
you mean? Or like it was just entertaining?
Dude, it was dumb.
It's a good cartoon.
Everybody in that movie was so dumb to be all smart people.
I was really sad that Chris Pratt did that role.
You have to. He probably grew up with Jurassic Park just like we
I
did.
understand, but
Yeah, but who the hell goes into the enclosure? This is my biggest gripe. You go into the enclosure where this super beast lives, and the first thing you do is open up the biggest gate in there
To allow him out.
to see if he's out there. They
Instead
got
of
a
just
door
opening
right
up
there.
like a man door.
Yeah.
You know, they've got a
I thought
little
the same
dude
thing.
door right
Yep.
there.
well, the fat guy fell over. They couldn't.
But see, the thing is, what they didn't tell us, that super beast could not only think enough to make scratches up there so it looks like he climbed over,
right,
also turn invisible,
right,
and he could
Camouflage.
teleport, and,
Read minds.
and he could
Teleport.
read mind, and he could give the Jedi mind trick.
Yeah. He's
He
the
told them to open up the big door.
Yeah. He's the spider, or he's the Superman of dinosaurs.
Oh,
You
Darth
want
Vader,
to
I think.
open up the big door, you dummy. And that dumbass was like, yeah, I do.
Candy out
that was
there.
a quote. I
I
remember that.
sure do.
I thought
Bird.
I thought not the overall plot, but that little subplot with the guy that was trying to recruit the Raptors to fight in Afghanistan. I thought
Yeah.
that was so
Yeah, that
dumb.
was dumb. Yeah.
We'll just put turrets on the
We're gonna get
racks
these
and-
dinosaurs on the fucking front lines. Like, no, they're
We're
gonna
gonna make
they're
them
gonna
look like
kill
those
you.
toys I seen in the Walmart.
They're gonna eat.
They're gonna be awesome.
That's
Can you
fucking-
make them run on command?
That's fucking
Who
ridiculous.
thinks of that? Someone so just hates the world that wants
That
to make
wanna
dinosaurs.
Sick, yeah, they want to sick raptors on other people.
Yeah, they
You guys-
probably worked at Toy Store in the shipping department.
You
wanna
never
argue?
know. Those are the supervisors.
Do you want to argue with people?
Why?
Because Kerner said Jurassic World was blah, and then Dino Bino said, yeah, like the new Star Wars movie.
Whatever. People,
Sorry.
Star Wars is getting
We can't
such
talk
a-
about it because Ren hasn't seen it. So
Star Wars is getting such a it was perfect, or it didn't hit everything that I wanted, so I hated it. So
Star Wars is an extremely high-rated movie by critics, and fanboys are just butthurt over certain things.
that's about how
my
it is.
buddy was telling. Matter of fact, on the way here, I was talking to a friend of mine, art friend of mine. Did you guys meet Mike Watson?
Was he at Comic
Fat
Con?
head dude. Yeah, he was up there.
I don't remember.
But we were talking. He's seen it, and he absolutely loves it. He thinks it's an amazing movie.
Yeah.
And he's angry with a lot of the critics that don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I haven't heard any actual like movie critics say that they didn't like it.
Well, he said they got a lot of accolades, man. But the fanish people who
Yeah.
are like old school fans, and see that's the thing. Like it's not technically, from what I would assume, it's not like you said a tie-in or anything like that. It's got pieces, but it's for a new generation. It's got new characters, but they brought some older ones in for the entirety of the series, right?
Yeah, and that's what they've openly said about the actors is like this is about new characters,
Right.
And the old guys are kind of
And
handing
so
the
it
torch.
should be.
Mark
And so it
Hamill
should
said
be.
like they're handing the torch.
You and that's what it is. Like you've
Passing
got
the torch,
you've got what 40 some odd years, 30 what 38,
30.
right? Years. I think it came with 77, the first one.
Oh, like actual years from the movie, yeah.
From the
it's
movie.
almost 40 years.
Yeah. So you can't expect guys your age to want that for Mark Hamill to be
The badass.
that guy.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
from way back then.
Of course
So
not.
It's about this new generation. It's for the new generation. And they should let it go to the new generation.
The issue is with a lot of fanboys that read the book series like before The Force Awakens came out. There was a lot of books that were supposed to happen after the movies. So during this exact time.
But
and
weren't
the fact
those
that all of,
standalones? They weren't supposed to be.
they were
They're
canon.
unofficial, right?
No, they were.
No, they
were.
were.
Disney came in, bought it, and said all those books are out.
Well, that's
Because
fine.
they took Luke, Han, and Leia up 40 years after the movies, and they had this whole storyline about their kids and everything, and the new Jedi and all this stuff.
So all
There
the
was,
fanboys that read those
60 books about them.
Yeah, that read those were just like, well, if they make that exact thing, it'll be perfect. And Disney came out straight out and said, no, we're wiping all that clean. We're going to do our own thing. And then all these fanboys are just butthurt about the movie that didn't perfectly fit into the book that they read.
They
Well,
never
this-
could have made a
why-
movie
I
version
know.
of the book.
I know.
But see, that's the thing. Why would you want the same
Right.
exact thing that you read already?
Well, that's why would they make Harry Potter films?
Right.
They
I mean,
were
it doesn't
great,
make
though.
sense. I mean, they were nice, but even those they changed up a bit.
Yeah, but Harry Potter never existed as anything other than a book before that.
Right, but this is the first time in history that the books actually did, in the Star Wars universe, that the books did exist before the movie. So that's kind of the
No, but I mean, like Star Wars. The focus of Star Wars has always been the films.
right.
The films come first, and they make room for the films because that's just what matters.
Well, we're
most.
also in an age that at this point now there's so much more content outside of the films that you can't really say that that's the core anymore.
no
Between the
it's-
cartoons, the games, the books, the comics, well, like we said, 90% of Star Wars lives outside of the movies.
But yes, it does now. But I'm saying like the way it started was always the movies. So I feel like that's still the core of it. And I would be mad about canceling all the books, but they're coming out with so much new books. It's insane. I can't even catch up.
And you can't say it started because it was only the first three. Even the prequel trilogy, there was already Jedi Knight games. And
No,
books
I
and stuff,
understand,
yeah.
but you know what I mean. It's a movie franchise first.
I think if
Not
anyone
a book
walked
series
into The
first.
Force Awakens and took it strictly as a movie quality, what happens, character relationships, and visuals, it's astounding.
And that's what my buddy says, and that's how I will go into it. Just like the Punisher films, I went into it as a film, not a Punisher film.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I read some of the books and I know what the character's supposed to be, but I enjoyed the film as a film,
Mm-hmm.
not a Punisher film. Just like the Turtles movie, don't get me wrong, it's a garbage movie, but it was fun.
It was
it's not
different.
my Turtles movie,
Right.
But it was a fun film.
Right.
You know, that just happened to have these creatures on there that were named the same as my
Giant
Turtles.
Titan
Giant
fox.
destructo,
Destructo.
beings, you know.
Yeah.
And
It was a different look, though.
They might as well have made them aliens, and it wouldn't have made a difference to me, you know, because I went in feeling that it wasn't my Turtle movie.
Could we? I know you stated this, but in that movie, when Shredder fights Splinter, holy fuck!
That was amazing.
That was like when Yoda whipped out his lightsaber. You're like,
Yeah.
yes, finally!
Yeah.
Like the master
Yeah.
does his shit.
Yeah.
That was
Although
a
I'm
cool fight
scared
scene.
that when I watch it again, I'm gonna be like,
No, it's awesome. It's I have
it's on Netflix. So
The new
is
trailer
it?
kind of pissed me off because the water knocks down Splinter, and I'm like, okay, you guys are pissing me off right now.
Wait, there's a new trailer for
the new
Turtles 2?
not,
Yeah.
not a new trailer, right? Just the trailer for the second movie, right?
I haven't seen-
There's like 2 trailers.
You haven't seen any
I
of
haven't
them?
seen any of them.
The new trailer shows Rocksteady Bebop and Casey Jones.
Oh my
Yes.
god, we gotta watch that.
Rocksteady
seen
and
it?
Bebop look terrible.
Yeah. But
The
look good to
turtle,
me.
the turtle
Casey
man looks
Jones
fucking
is
sweet.
Casey
Paul
Jones
Rudd?
in it. Yeah.
I wish
No, it's
the
the
character
Arrow.
for him.
The guy that played the Arrow.
Yeah,
Oh, great.
He's
Yeah.
not a
But he doesn't have
perfect
long hair, and that
Casey
pisses me
Jones.
off.
Yeah, Casey Jones is supposed to be like some
Supposed to
asshole,
have,
you know?
Yeah, long
Some
hair.
punk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he actually doesn't like punkers,
True.
Right.
but he kind of is a punk himself.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
There
of
can only be one.
I'm trying to think of an actor that I would have picked as Casey Jones for the new one, because the guy that they
The guy who played
doesn't look-
Jay
he
in
doesn't-
Jay and Silent Bob.
Jason
That's
Mewes.
no.
Yeah, just darken
Not,
his
not
hair. They could
even.
make him.
No.
Right, it's perfect, right? You could play him.
No. No. I wouldn't know.
Can you draw? I want you to draw a black Casey Jones.
A black Casey Jones?
I think that'd be a slick. I like that.
Okay.
Hurry up!
This is like 3 commissions you're asking for now.
Right. Put me on the list.
Yeah.
All right.
Send you the bill.
There was a little bit of argument in the chat because I guess Dino Bino is saying that Expanded Universe was never canon,
Wait. Yes,
but
it was.
we were all under the impression that all of the Expanded Universe it's expanded from the movies, but it's still canon. And now they've canceled that all, so now it's Legends. Yeah, the old EU stuff was canon until
Well, wouldn't that fall in the same
canceled
category as all the
it.
video games and all that?
Right, but it's interesting how Star Wars did it because they never really had overlapping. Like if they made a video game, there wasn't really a book or anything. Maybe it was based off. Well,
They,
But there's
they
too
started
many
that now
books
with
and all that.
SWTOR, though.
Yeah, but
right?
you'd be
'Cause
surprised how.
there's novels, then there are comics.
Then there's video games.
And
We haven't
so
even
you
read the
can't
comics.
include
There's so
all
much.
of that.
And that's why Disney thought it would be
I mean,
easier to just
it would
stop.
be easy. Just say, listen,
let's
all
start
of that
scratch.
would be, Elseworld type stuff,
Yes.
and
It's
not
Legends now.
include it. I mean,
Well, this is the first time
They call it Legends.
the Star Wars universe is pressing the reset
Just
button.
like the comics have.
that's comics, man.
It's the
But,
only
but
thing they
for the
could have done, in
cinematic
my
universe,
opinion.
I can see them doing that. I can see why they did that.
Yeah.
You imagine
think it makes sense.
all of the possibilities that you would have if you included all of that stuff.
Well, the issue is 90% of the stuff is not overlapping, so all of it could still exist, and it doesn't change the story that they made.
Okay.
That's
Because
why
that stuff
we're-
happens like 4,000 years before Luke Skywalker was even
Well,
born.
then I'll tell you what.
That's why we're a little
Then
salty.
why don't people just say whatever to Disney
That's what we're doing.
and
what we're doing.
and just keep going?
The stories that Drew wrote are beyond more fun for me to read
Yeah.
than the movie stuff.
Because a lot of this, so
That
they
was
call
the
it
worst sentence structure I've ever
Right,
said in
that's
my
why I
life.
was just gonna save your
I
ass.
prefer Drew's storylines much more than the movie storylines. Not that either not the movies are bad, but I would much rather read about Bane and Revan than I would about Luke.
right.
Bane is DC.
Darth Bane.
sorry,
is,
Darth
Oh
Bane.
yeah, you got to say it right then. Darth Bane.
Sorry, Darth Bane.
I'll tell you
who's
what.
a badass
my
Sith. You would
favorite, my
love Darth
favorite
Bane,
new guy
man.
is Kylo Me, and that guy is fucking. Listen,
Dude,
my
wait till
buddy
you
was
see the movie, man.
He was like, man, it's got you written all over. I'm like, yeah,
Kylo Ren's.
but yeah,
That's
I
the
love
great
it.
reveal.
He's so
That's you.
mad. Yeah,
You
he's actually-
you need
he's
to watch
actually
it,
a black
man.
guy.
Kylo Ren's awesome.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah, I
awesome.
like his design, man. I really do. I did a print of him and Vader. I don't know if you guys saw it. I might
with him and Vader. I haven't
Different
seen
know
that.
separate
you-
ones.
I know you
Oh,
were
they
doing
connect.
that
Yeah.
comic book cover of Ren.
Yeah,
at the show.
but I
at the
actually
show.
did a print of them separately.
Okay.
But the covers connect, or the pieces connect.
Ooh.
If they've got the stormtroopers behind them, the corresponding stormtroopers behind
Yes.
That's cool.
First
them, and you
order.
can connect them. Oh man, it's freaking amazing. If I do say
Sell
so
it,
myself,
dude.
if
By the way,
I do
it's-
say so myself,
It's $49.99.
That is awesome, man. That is awesome. Curtis said Darth Bane has to be canon since he created the rule of two.
It's kind of what I'm thinking. There's a lot of stuff that exists, and they're saying it doesn't anymore, and it's just like, well, the storyline still continues into what they created, so it does exist. So I don't know, whatever.
Chris said the Darth Bane trilogy is probably the best thing to ever happen to Star Wars.
It is.
Yes, thank you.
It is.
So, everyone,
sounds cool.
tweet Drew and tell him to get back on the show.
I'm gonna have to look up Darth Bane, see
Yeah.
if he looks cool or not.
Oh yeah,
The
I'm
issue
a visual
is,
guy. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm like that art guy.
he
there-
did start in the
Me
comics.
no like words.
He did start in the comics, but this author took it into like a novel trilogy and expanded it.
Grab it.
I have the first
it's,
two.
it's the third book in. It says Path of Destruction. Yep. The author that wrote that was our third interview, but that is Darth Bane. He's kind of got of an Alice Cooper look. He's
Oh, that's
bald,
cool.
and he's a massive dude,
Yeah.
He's 6'6".
6'6", and he's a
6'.
beastly monster.
Fucks people up for fun.
There's no other picture. It's a book, just with words.
Yeah.
I think there's a picture of him in here.
There is a very flamboyant picture of him in the comics, which if you search him online, he's like swinging his lightsaber, and he's so excited. But that's
He's
Drew's.
a calculated dude.
Oh, I don't even want to tell you.
Yeah, don't spoil it. You gotta read it,
Carpishian?
man.
Carpishian, Drew
That's a
Carpishian.
freaking cool name.
Hell yeah.
He was made for Star Wars. He was born for Star Wars, that guy. Drew
There are no
Carpishian.
pictures of Bane in here. I forgot.
Nope.
There's a picture of the battle, but that's it.
Yep. Yeah, if there was somewhere to start, I would start with Darth
Yeah.
Bane. If you were ever to read Star Wars, that would be it.
I would just go Old Republic stuff,
Yeah.
like straight away. Let's do some Darth Bane.
I knew it was gonna.
Yep.
It's okay. It's not a good place for books.
That is an excellent picture of him.
Yeah, that's Darth Bane that I
That's
like.
cool.
But he kind of looks ancient, weird there. That's not how I picture him because he's kind of got like a Dracula kind of cape thing going on.
He's probably at the end of his life, and he's like, yeah.
His
fucking
shit is
up.
on
He's like-
fire.
and we got
Blah,
this
blah,
other
blah.
specters of old Sith in the background.
There's Revan.
I
Yeah.
don't say blah blah blah.
That's awesome.
Hibbity hoobla.
He has some armor. He looks kind of weird.
That I don't know why.
Is that a helmet?
Yeah.
It's actually a living thing.
Really?
Yeah.
It just hangs out on his face.
It's all over his
It hit
body
his
at one
entire
point.
body. Yeah. And then you would like this photo. That's Revan.
Oh, that's cool.
He's our favorite ever.
Is he on something else? I've seen him somewhere before.
There's a game with him. That's the Old Republic.
A game? Okay.
And then he's in the new the MMO, the new
It's all video games.
Old
So
Republic
no.
Okay.
MMO.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
And
may have been what
one
it is.
book. Anyways,
But yes,
So do you guys like the new Rebels show?
we haven't even watched it.
we haven't watched it.
Really?
We wanted to go back through Clone Wars.
I
Get
just finished up Clone
completely
Wars.
Yeah,
refreshed.
Clone Wars on Netflix, so you can get on that.
Yeah.
But there's so many seasons.
Yeah, no, but the Rebels aren't on Netflix.
Not
I know
yet.
that's the issue.
Not yet.
Yeah,
no.
'cause I mean, I think they're on season 2 or season 3. They should have
2.
it on Netflix already.
Season 2.
Yeah.
And they released the trailer for season 3.
Okay.
And since it's all Disney now, it's probably not going to be on Netflix
I'm gonna have to
sucks.
watch it very legally.
because it's on
online
Disney
Yeah,
XD.
yeah, very, very legally.
But yeah, I've heard a lot of good
Pirating
things.
is a crime.
You wouldn't steal a purse.
Yeah.
Why are you gonna steal Rebels?
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
why?
Don't give a damn. But no, I've heard a lot of really good things. I've heard that it's a little more grown up than the Clone Wars was, which
Yeah,
is cool.
the second
little
season.
darker.
See, I didn't get into it the first season, but the second season is drawing me in. I want to watch the first season to get the story.
Yep,
And it's, I mean, they're bringing in Princess Leia
Yeah.
here pretty soon.
I've heard. And Vader.
So, and
Well-
the Vader's already in.
Yeah, he's already.
Oh, he
in.
is?
Vader's
Yeah.
already
Okay.
in. Vader, they've gone against Vader a couple times already.
I'm actually excited because
That's another instance where Vader should just be like, stop.
Well, he does.
Yeah,
There,
haven't seen it
I saw like
but
a little
they
snippet.
have to double team him and
Yeah.
and, you know,
I saw a little
fuck with him.
snippet of
He is slow
two
as fuck,
Jedi, the main ones. I don't even know their names, but they
Kanan and Ezra.
yeah, they took like a starfighter and crashed it on top of Vader, and they're like, well, I don't know who that guy was, and then you just hear some creaking, and
must be
then
dead.
and the whole thing just moves, and he's like, what the fuck was that? And he starts just walking again. They're like, oh Jesus, he's like a zombie.
Yeah.
He's
Like,
amazing,
Yeah.
dude. He's amazing.
But I'm excited because my favorite part of the Clone Wars was those darker years when Anakin Skywalker's apprentice denies the Ahsoka. I didn't know how much
she's
she
in
knew
that
it.
too.
So she takes off. Well, yeah. So she comes back in Rebels, but she takes off, and it was those dark years where she was like wrongly accused of that murder, and it was just like you could feel the corruption, and that's what I think Rebels is. It's just like the corruption years, like.
Well, yeah,
fucking
that's
de-
how the rebellion starts.
Right. So that's why
Because only like a few people realize what the hell's going on. Obviously, it starts with Bail Organa and Mon Mothma and Padme.
Yeah.
Because there's deleted scenes from episode 3 where they're actually like, they're meeting with each other after Palpatine's fucking everything up.
Oh yeah.
They cut him out. But anyways, you know what I mean.
Yeah, because I think both of these are right before, obviously right before Annie becomes the Vader. Because he's got the scar in part of it. He earns his scar, and then right before the films, I think is where.
Well, Rebels goes into
Rebels is after
Yeah,
episode 3.
Rebels comes much after because Ahsoka's older.
Right.
But I think
Clone Wars?
Clone Wars
That's
is
between
before.
2 and 3.
Between 2 and 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. We do
sweet.
have other Star Wars news. And I don't know
I'm
when
sure
it was
everyone's
released,
already heard it today. It was released today.
but Episode 8 will be pushed back to December of 2017.
Yes.
Which is like 6 months. Doesn't it matters, but it doesn't. I'm sure part of it was like, well, Episode 7 made a fucking killing in December, so
so
we'll
we
just
got to
push.
make sure we're on our game.
Push 8 to December.
So we'll have Rogue One this December, and then we'll have Episode 8 next December, and I don't know. That might be their trend. December's might be like the thing to do for Star Wars.
Holiday films.
Yeah, it's huge.
Who doesn't go to the movies on
The
holidays?
1 week before Christmas every
Can
year.
we talk? Do you know a lot about Deadpool?
A bit.
I'm really excited for that new movie.
I know nothing
Sorry.
about him, and I am excited. So
I'm really excited.
I'm
man.
excited about the film as well, and I'm not a huge Deadpool fan either.
okay. I don't get it. I don't get Deadpool.
The mere fact that it's rated R just makes me happy, and I want to
Even
see
though
it
they're
right
trying
away.
to make
That's
it
just gonna. They're just gonna do like
PG-13,
a dick flash, like rated R. For-
No, I mean based on what I've heard that Deadpool's supposed to be like.
He's doing a lot of fucked up stuff, which is what Deadpool does. That's his thing. He's
Joker superhero.
you know from what I understand.
No,
when-
he's not psychotic.
I actually have the first appearance of him because if you go back earlier in the podcast, I talked about New Mutants being one of my favorite books.
Yeah.
He was actually debuted in an issue of New Mutants, and I have.
Okay.
So he's actually like a bounty hunter type-ish guy.
I love him already.
And he was supposed to be, if I'm not mistaken, supposed to be a joke based on the DC guy with the mask. What's his name? Deathstroke. He's supposed to be a Deathstroke
Joke.
ripoff,
Yeah.
right? And he's become this fantastic, phenomenal, ridiculous, famous character.
I don't get where you see him with his head cut off.
He
and
is
he's just holding his head.
Terrible. I hate this guy.
Everything. What
Dude,
do you like? Turtles.
Well, he's a Spider-Man clone, in my opinion. He looks a lot like Spider-Man, and they
And he's,
actually
like,
put them together a
snarky
lot.
and
Except he's got Wolverine's powers, right?
Oh, okay.
And that's
So
his
he can
power.
heal
he heals
himself?
himself.
Okay.
That's why he gets all messed up, but his skin is all tore up. So he looks. You saw the trailer. He looks all fucked up. That's his thing. He can't heal his skin, but he can heal everything else.
Okay.
He gets his head cut off and he puts it back on, gets stabbed through the brain, he takes out. But I'm saying he
Jeez.
can't die.
All right, Chris, I need a beginner's guide to Deadpool because I've always thought he was one of the coolest motherfuckers ever, and I know nothing about him.
He looks way too buff in that picture.
Isn't he supposed to be buff though?
I don't think
He's
so.
supposed to be buff, man. He's supposed to be a.
He's a fucking bounty hunter.
doesn't mean you have to be
he's
buff.
He's not a superhero.
He's the Marvel Boba Fett.
He's He's like an anti-hero, right?
Yeah,
He does shit for money.
which I've always liked those guys.
Money.
Give me that cash. Yeah, I'm definitely excited.
Yeah. I mean, and truthfully, this is the role that he was supposed to play, not Green Lantern.
Right.
You know?
Ryan Reynolds.
Right. I mean, he should play a jokey type of character. Like,
Of course.
if he were to play someone like a Flash for DC, I think that would be a better, fit for him.
Yeah.
The Flash talks shit. The Flash talks shit to people just like Spider-Man did.
Love when people talk shit.
So, yeah.
I'm surprised
But
that
Green
they've
Lantern does
done
not.
that they have done more than one superhero with the same actor multiple times.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck,
Uh-huh.
Ryan Reynolds, Chris Evans.
Look at Batman. How many people have been Batman? 6?
No, I mean one actor has been two different superheroes.
Right.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Because Chris Evans was a Human Torch
Right.
in the first awful Fantastic Four
Painfully.
movie, and then now he's Captain America.
Yeah.
And then same with Affleck, and then Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. And all of them have had a really bad
The
start.
first one was terrible. Yeah.
so
the second one was
they
amazing.
learned the lesson the second time, which is good.
Well, I hope the second one's amazing for Affleck.
With these last two guys, well, the Deadpool film would be good, I think.
I'm excited.
Because I was telling a lot of people when before Ant-Man came out, I was like, listen, man, I don't care what you guys think. Ant-Man is going to be a sleeper hit. And that's exactly what it was. It was a sleeper hit. That movie was fucking amazing.
It was really good.
It was a lot better than a lot of people thought it would be because he's not a major character.
It was also cool because you think, well, my argument going into it was like, all right, he gets small. Well, oh yeah, what the fuck does that mean? Like, okay, but the way they used him, like getting small when you're trying to
Right.
punch him, and he gets big again and punches you, just like, what? I didn't think of that. That's awesome.
That's a perfect opportunity to be story driven.
right.
Like they did.
Right.
You have this character who really can't do much of anything except shrink and talk to ants, just like Guardians of the Galaxy. You have these, like, who would have fucking thought there was a tree running around
Exactly.
and a fucked up raccoon,
And he's like my favorite thing
and that
ever.
would be
Groot.
the biggest shit ever.
It's amazing.
You know what I mean? So I was telling my buddies, man, you cannot discount Marvel ever again. Ever again.
From what I understand, the only bad movie of the new Marvel Cinematic Universe is The Hulk, and I haven't seen it.
And yeah, and that's that. Yeah. They scrubbed all those as well.
But everything else has been.
What
weird.
about Iron Man 2 and 3? Those were terrible.
Yeah, but they well, 3 for the most part. 2 was okay, but 3 was definitely a bad film. But people kind of give that a pass anyway because it's 3. Like
Yeah.
nobody really cares about 3, right? It's like a throwaway movie.
Because they had time.
Because they had time. I mean, he redeemed himself when he went back to the Avengers movies You know, and truthfully, the last Avengers movie was not that great.
I agree.
You know, it was not that great. There was a lot
I'd like
of
to
holes in it.
see how much Robert Downey Sr. has made off of. But think about it. So he's got
So
the 3
much.
Iron Man movies and
Yeah.
the 2 Avenger movies.
Yeah.
He's got
Yeah.
5 movies total straight from them.
All of those major guys are like that. All of those major guys. I mean, well, him and Captain America right now.
And now he's in Civil War too.
Yeah, and they're all gonna be super. And what's his name? Thor. He's got the same thing. He's got 3 films. He's been in all of the.
Whoops.
Yeah, I heard that.
Sorry.
He'll be in all of the. Well, he was in all the Avengers movies, and they'll both be in Chris Pratt's movie. So they're making bank.
They're going to be in Guardians 2?
Oh, I'm sorry, his twin brother.
What?
Captain America. Chris Evans.
Chris Evans.
Chris Evans has 3.
Yeah, Chris Evans has. This is the 3rd Chris Evans movie.
Yeah, Captain
This
America
is actually
Civil
Captain
War.
America.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Civil
we've
War.
got
It's
Captain
not
America.
Avengers.
Sorry, you said Chris Pratt, and I was like, what? Guardians, what?
Yeah.
We have what?
Captain
They'll
America
get there
1
sooner
and
or
2,
later. This is Captain America 3.
Civil War.
And the 2 Avengers.
3 Avengers.
2 Avengers,
Is it 2?
3 Iron Man.
Yeah.
But he's not
And
in
3
those.
Thors.
So
Oh,
I'm just saying, Robert Downey has 5 movies in.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Chris Hemsworth has 5 movies in.
Yeah.
And
Well, it will.
Thor has 5 in
The 3rd
now.
one's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So
These
those
guys
3
are
That'll
guys.
be 6 for Thor, I think. Yeah.
Those guys will be banking bank.
Will be. Jesus.
Yeah. Those guys will never have to work again.
Is Iron Man
Thanks to
normally
Disney.
kind of like the guy that gets everyone together in the Marvel side?
No.
Who?
No.
I thought it was Ant-Man.
Iron Man. Hell no.
I thought it was Ant-Man. He was the originator of the Avengers.
No.
I've heard that before.
I thought he used to run the Avengers, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
What about that poster, though?
Ant-Man's the top one. He's the
It's
biggest one.
Ant-Man, Wasp, Hawkeye, and Black Panther.
Ant-Man.
I like how Ant-Man's the biggest one and his powers get small.
I think,
Yeah, I know.
I think that's. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Chris will say. Chris,
But that should be Giant Man. It's not Ant Man.
That's
Giant Man. It's the same character, but it's Giant Man.
Antenna Boy.
Chris said
Yeah.
no, he wasn't, but I don't know if that's to the Iron Man comment or it's to the Ant-Man comment.
I don't think he was.
He was
the
an
leader.
agent. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I could have sworn maybe it was Tommy Boy that was saying that he was the creator, the leader.
The original Avengers, if I'm not mistaken, are exactly who was in the Hulk, Captain America, Iron Man. Did I say
Thor?
Thor already?
No.
And then the Avengers grew from there, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought
But he
Spider-Man was
the
part of
leader.
it too, though.
Spider-Man is a member, but he's not. There they are. Well, I guess Ant-Man.
Ant-Man-
Is Ant-Man in there?
And the Wasp. So it looks like Captain America replaced Ant-Man
Maybe.
in the new Avengers. But then here's another shot. I don't know.
Yeah.
And now that one has Ant-Man and doesn't
Giant
have
Man.
the Hulk. What the hell?
Giant
God,
Man.
it's so. You can see why some people don't read comics. It's so hard to
Like, where do I start? 'Cause
figure
they're
out
all
what the hell is
Giant
going on.
Man.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm very
He became
content.
Ant-Man later.
That's why I'm very content just watching the movies.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's my Marvel universe. I'm just gonna
And see,
stick with that.
that's
You know,
exactly why they keep redoing
Yeah.
the universes for
Yeah.
Yeah.
the different generations.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I saw something. I was just gonna comment. Oh yeah, the new X-Men series, not series, movie trilogy. How do you feel about that? I haven't seen any of
I
it.
have no idea.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The First Class, Days of Future Past, and then
Oh,
Apocalypse.
those craps.
You don't like those?
Oh, garbage.
Better? Are they better than the other X-Men trilogy?
Yeah. All that stuff is garbage.
They got Jennifer Lawrence. in
I
those.
like that X-Men, the 2, X-Men United.
Terrible.
I like that one.
Terrible. I like when they all die. It's freaking amazing.
They're on my list. The new ones are on my list before Apocalypse comes out. So
I don't want to see any of them anymore.
why?
I'm so tired of Wolverine.
Is he the lead in all of them again?
Everything. Probably.
Because I thought the new ones focused. Because they're in the past. I thought they focused on
Days of Future
Xavier
Past
and Magneto.
They sent him. They sent Wolverine back to the past in order to talk to Magneto and Professor X.
And it's Hugh
when they were
Jackman
young.
still?
Yes,
I don't know if I want to see him anymore.
because
it's
Hugh
really
Jackman
annoying.
is basically ageless, so he looks exactly like he did back then as he does now. Because his healing factor keeps him from aging. The dude is ancient.
Wow.
He's stupid. Stupid. Yeah. Hugh
I
Jackman,
had-
man. They
'cause-
keep giving him money.
I mean, he probably signed some crazy deal for like 20 years of Wolverine.
Well, you got to think. Well, yeah, you got to think. He's got 3 X-Men movies, his own Wolverine movie,
2 Wolverine movies, I thought.
2 Wolverine movies, 3
5
X-Men movies, 5. Yeah,
About
5.
to be 6. Yeah.
So we're moving on to like 9 full cinematic
he's-
shits.
Dude, he's one of those actors too. I could just be Wolverine until my career's over and just
He'll never
take
have to
money
work
and
again.
then, yeah.
Go
to Comic-Con
Berserker
and-
Barrage. You better look it up. Better fucking look it up. Berserker Barrage. I'm the best at what I do. He used to say that in the 90s.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't say it anymore. Hugh Jackman's never said
Yeah,
it.
Hugh Jackman. It's
I
terrible.
miss the yellow and blue suits
Yeah.
from the cartoon.
Look at my latex.
Yellow
My-
and
Have you
brown
seen-
is the best costume.
Now we're diving into yellow and brown. Was
Yellow
sweet.
and brown is the best one.
Have you seen the
He hasn't.
Juggernaut?
Bitch.
I'm the Juggernaut bitch.
Yeah. When they
funny.
put that shit in the movie,
Oh no.
But have you seen the actual like the cartoon when they dubbed over the cartoon?
We'll have to watch it after
We'll have to
this.
watch it after
okay,
this. It's incredible.
Because they put it in one of the movies.
Yeah, the
because
Juggernaut
of
bitch.
that one YouTube video
of the
got
thing, yeah.
so popular.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it was the other way around, but
No,
No, dude,
it
those-
was
those
out way
came
before
out-
that, and then they actually changed his line for the film before the final cut to put it in there. Yeah, when he was chasing Kitty
Because
Pryde.
that thing got
It
so
was
popular.
freaking ridiculous.
The Juggernaut
and
bitch.
everybody in the movie theater went nuts.
I loved it. Even though I wasn't a huge fan of it's the Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
He was just like a really built guy.
Juggernaut's
Juggernaut's supposed to be like
nuts.
overly huge.
do you know what the Juggernaut's power is?
You can't stop him. His momentum, right?
Yeah, it's like
Momentum,
his
yeah.
inertia. You can't stop him. So
Right.
he's not even that strong. He's not supposed to just be like lift up cars. He's supposed to be like if I get at running speed, I can run through cars. But he's not. If you think about it,
Yeah, but
he
I
is
always
very
saw him
strong.
as a huge
I know,
guy.
Because
though.
he's got that helmet. His power is actually in his helmet.
that's my.
Didn't he
helmet.
find some ancient thing?
Well, he's the acolyte of a demon, but the demon gave him this magical helmet. Yeah.
I can't
Welcome to my
handle it.
world, fellas.
Give me Star Wars.
He's the acolyte of this demon, and the demon gave him this power. It's based in the helmet, and he's actually Professor X's half brother.
Yeah, I knew that.
You guys knew that, yeah. So
Well, and the helmet protects him from Professor X's mind shit.
right,
So
right. The helmet is all encompassing, man. You take the helmet off, he's fucked up.
Chris said Hugh Jackman is done with Wolverine after the 3rd Wolverine movie.
I guess he is.
So
Been
that
fucking
will be
80 years.
Well, that will be 9 X-Men movies.
He'll
for him.
actually be too old to be the same Wolverine.
you've outplayed your character.
he's probably tired of doing all that exercise before the films come out. He's got to get all buff again.
I doubt it. I bet he loves staying like that. I'm gonna get paid to exercise. I'll
Dude,
just
you
stay
know
like
how
this all
hard that
day.
is to stay in that shape?
No,
True.
Terrible.
No.
He said no.
obviously.
See this shit. No, that's got to be tough though.
Yeah.
If you do that for like 10 years straight,
Yeah.
and the way it's not even just being like in shape, like
Because
the film shape is like drop all
ripped,
water.
Yeah, you're dehydrated. It's terrible. You're super weak. You know.
You just
So-
look good.
You just look really good. Yeah, but you're all fucked up, man. And that you're talking about maybe 6-7 months, 8 months while they're filming.
Yeah.
You know, it's got to be painful. It's got to be painful.
Well, nowadays they film for like a week and then they do everything else on the computers.
CGI, yeah, terrible.
Done.
Post production, everything.
Yeah, something's gonna happen soon, and they're gonna either make CGI even better that you can't even tell, or they're gonna find some other method of doing it because it's been just too much CGI.
Yeah.
Do you think they're
I
gonna
think.
push the envelope with the 3rd Wolverine movie somehow?
I heard the
gonna
first
be-
2 were terrible.
It's gonna be garbage,
Like
just
side
like
nut?
the rest of them. Dude, let's hope not. Let's hope not.
Under
Well, I probably won't watch it.
Under nut.
I probably won't watch it. Tell you the truth.
Yeah.
I haven't watched either of the other ones. So
The wow factor.
I'm not surprised that I won't watch the others.
I'm not sure I've ever seen any of them. I've seen, I think,
You'll
one
be
Days of
disappointed
Future
if you watch
Past.
it. Days of Future Past. That's the one where they send him to the past.
I've never seen the whole movie. I've seen Jennifer Lawrence in that blue thing, and she looks good.
Nah.
And then I
No,
quit.
there's this Wolverine spin-off movies.
right. I don't
which
think I've ever
haven't
seen those.
No.
Yeah.
Which that's where Deadpool popped up the first time, but I guess it was terrible.
Oh yeah, he was not Deadpool.
Wait
at
a
all.
second. I might have seen one of those because it was him versus Sabretooth, and he had bones. He had bones in his.
Yeah,
he had
that
actual
was,
bones.
it was supposed to be before the adamantium.
Okay, I think I did
It was
see
like
one of
his
those.
origin story.
Prequel.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it was
Or
called X-Men
flashback
Origins
or something.
Wolverine.
Yeah.
That's the one I saw.
Gotcha. Never saw
X-Men
it.
Origin became Wolverine Origin.
Yeah.
So
I remember we used to play that X-Men Apocalypse game on Xbox. The dungeon crawler one.
Yeah.
That's just like Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Yeah.
For someone that doesn't get into video games, you would dig those.
Marvel
Even if you went
Alliance?
back to the old Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
okay.
It's like a dungeon crawler, so it's just overhead, and you're
There's
with
four
buddies.
superheroes. You have a big cast of Marvel, and you just pick who you want.
You just go
That's
raping.
an old one?
It's for Xbox.
There have been a few of them. There was two.
Because I played an
X-Men
arcade
ones.
game like that way back in the day.
Yeah, they're still making them.
Okay.
They're just like modern ones. They're
Okay.
just a lot
Okay.
of
Then
fun.
that's it. That's it. Yeah.
It's probably the same
wanna
thing
bust
that you were
that out.
talking about.
No, mine is
Oh.
a
Side-scroller?
2-player. No, it's not
Fighter.
a scroll at all. It's a fighter game, just like Street Fighter.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just like exactly like Street Fighter. You just fighting, combos and all that.
You just fight off the street. It's off Street Fighter.
Sure. It's
Highway Fighter. Yeah.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah. I am very excited. I hope they keep making those kind of games.
Those
The
classic
Ultimate
games,
Alliance
yeah.
style. Because it was a lot of fun. And I haven't seen one since. Because I don't know how they're going to really innovate
The
it.
Diablos, those are dungeon crawlers.
Yeah, but I want to be
Doom.
superheroes, man.
Doom.
didn't they just make a new Doom?
Doom's
Wait.
not a dungeon crawler.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Diablo. So you're thinking of Diablo?
I don't know. I'm trying to be part of the conversation.
Where am I?
I'm failing right now.
No,
evidently.
it's okay.
I watched the movie
Doom with The
Doom.
Rock.
Yeah, with The Rock.
I didn't
There was a
even-
Doom Rock movie.
Yeah, I didn't
What
even
the fuck
try.
is wrong with you, man?
A lot.
Oh,
Dude.
no, there is a new Doom
Yeah.
game coming out.
Yeah, I know.
They released it at E3.
I watched it
Oh,
about it.
that's
We talked about the
right.
on
trailer.
the TV.
I was just like, it's just,
On the TV.
I don't get excited about shooters. It's just another shooter with some monsters this time.
So
Yeah.
explain to me what a crawler is.
So a dungeon crawler it's like pretty much like an overhead perspective, and there's 4 characters. Like you ever play the old Gauntlet games?
No.
Gauntlet Legends?
Oh, with the barbarian, the wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played
warrior.
it.
That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
dungeon
yeah.
crawler.
Okay.
So there's 4 people, they're overhead, you're
and
like
you got the team.
powerful as fuck, and you just go around and mash buttons and just blow shit up.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
So,
you'll
but-
get to a certain part of the maps, and then it'll just be like a whole bunch of guys that come at you, and you
Yeah.
fight as a
Fight 'em.
team, and then you move on to the next part of the map.
But it's super cool when they do it with like superheroes,
Yeah.
like Marvel, because you can team up like Spider-Man, Wolverine, the Hulk, and Storm.
Okay.
And the 4 of those people just go ballistic. It's fucking sweet.
Nice. I may have to check that out. My buddy might have those games.
They're fun.
Yeah.
I just want some new ones. I just don't know how they would ever like. What are they gonna do to innovate that format?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Those Diablo games are dungeon crawlers, so they did a good job of
That's true.
carrying it over.
That's true.
They're button mashing.
But like I
you
said, I
just-
want to be fucking superheroes. I don't want to be a fucking what do you call witch doctor?
Anyways, Ren McKinzie, his favorite person's Batman forever.
Yep. Ren McKinzie loves
Boo.
Batman.
And side boob.
Boo.
Are we? Are we getting to the end of the episode?
Unless
podcast
you got anything
episode?
else that's going on in your life, you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
push your stuff right now?
Dude, I draw. That's it, man.
Dino and Dima in the chat room asked for if you do commissions.
Yes, I do commissions. Absolutely.
Where do they submit these commissions?
Just
they want?
Ren McKinzie on most of my internet stuff like Twitter. Twitter is and Instagram is writing artist. RIDINGARTIST. That goes back to my motorcycle riding stuff.
How do they submit stuff? Like if
You email me, renmckenzie@gmail.com.
There you go. Okay.
Spell it.
And RENMCKINZIE@gmail.com. You can ask me or tell me what you want. And, my commissions start at 70. They're 11 by 17. That's black and white. And 100, one character, full color. And it goes up a little bit from there. Not too much, but...
And we tweeted him earlier today, and we'll obviously post the email address and stuff on the website and in the show notes when we get the episode
Yeah, I
posted.
took a picture of myself and tweeted it when I got here.
Oh, yeah?
It's on there.
Beautiful.
Yeah, up under one of you guys' tweets.
I'm going to retweet it and check
It's
it
on
out.
there.
so to have a different ending, I did some creeping on you.
A different
What
ending.
the hell?
I did some creeping on you, and I found you in
Oh,
the
yeah.
ring.
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
ring
yeah. We got
fighting.
We got to talk about
That's
this.
not me.
Yes, it is.
That's
not
Wolverine.
me.
It's Black Wolverine.
Black Wolverine.
What do you want? YouTube?
No, it was on
Stay
your,
off that YouTube.
it was on your Facebook.
Facebook.
Was it?
Now that you
Put
mentioned
that
YouTube,
there.
I'm going on
It's-
YouTube.
Don't. Shit.
That's all you have.
It's not me.
All right.
Yeah, I had fun. That was years ago, man.
I know.
That was when I was still young
We need you to
and,
talk
and
about it. Man.
vibrant.
Well, how'd you get into that stuff?
I was at the gym one day, and I talked to a guy. Look at that crap.
There you are.
I talked to a guy.
Powerful Google.
I talked to a guy that
Adamantium.
was he was a promoter
Okay.
here in Columbus, and I just asked him, how do I get in there? You know, and he was like, well, I'm the guy to talk to, and he set me up with a fight, and that was it. I only did the one.
Okay.
I only did the one. It was fun. It was a bucket list type thing, you know.
Right.
You don't get paid for being an amateur, so if
Just something to do.
you just get in there and get your ass whooped, and you got to pay for everything yourself. You know, pay for your own medical bills.
Just the one then?
Yeah, just the one fight. Yeah, isn't that enough?
Oh, that's enough for me.
I just didn't know, because I know you're into working out and stuff. I just didn't know if that was like a hobby of yours.
No, that was it was a hobby for sure.
For one
that
night.
One time.
For that one day,
You know,
one day hobby.
and it was good because there was a crowd there. It was small. It was at the LC Pavilion.
Okay, that's not
You know,
too
downtown. Yeah,
Hey.
that's it. Yeah,
you look terrified to be in our
yeah,
studio.
man. I listen. I called all my family members. Like, listen, this is where I'm going. If you don't hear from me, I fucking got kidnapped by these Star Wars guys. I don't want
Force
any
you to
trouble.
watch a new movie on repeat until you love it.
So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, this is a weird question because I don't know too much about you, but I creeped on you a little bit. So I saw that picture, and then I saw a couple military.
I was in the
Things.
Army for 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in the Army for 10 years. I pumped gas and jumped out of airplanes.
Okay.
That sounds-
Not
you-
at the same time.
Did you meet Captain America?
No. He's a lot older than me.
Oh, okay.
Imagine that. Yeah.
Remember?
He wasn't
He's from
around.
World War II era.
But I think Captain America's in the Air Force, right?
I thought he was Army.
I wouldn't know. Comic version.
See, the problem is his rank on his costume is Air Force.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
It's
Marvel
the-
fucked that up.
The
well, I
yeah, that
guess
star with the
Captain
side things,
Yeah.
that's Air Force rank.
and Captain would have something to do with.
Well, no,
piloting,
Captain
right?
is an officer in all of the rank, in
Oh,
all
okay.
of the branches. There is a captain in all of the
I'm
branches.
just going off of Star Wars Navy stuff. So
But I think originally he was Army, but the way they redesigned his new costume, especially the movie film costume,
we're
they're
film
not the same thing.
outfit, clothes, stuff.
They based it off of, and it looks cool, but they based it off. It reminds me anyway of Air Force rank.
Dino Bino says
So,
he's
yeah.
also a vet.
Huh?
Dino Bino on the chat says he's also a vet.
Well, congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Thank you for your service.
Is that a secret symbol?
Yeah, no, that's just what.
that was a gang sign that he just threw up. Black Wolverine, bitch.
Army
Squad.
Unite. Yeah, military unite. Yeah. The only one that I don't like is the Marines, but that's an inside thing. The Army and the Marines don't.
That's
don't
tough,
really get
man.
along.
You guys gotta stick together.
We're both pretty competitive as far as the branches are concerned.
Is it because they still carry the swords?
No, that's actually pretty cool, dude. I'll tell you what, their dress uniforms, I fucking hate those guys. They got cool dress uniforms.
Those are cool.
Man, that freaking hat and those fucking blue pants with the red stripes, we get green crap. Like all our shit looks like baby poop. But the Marine guys, they have such nice hats. That weird octagonal hat.
Yeah.
It's fucking nice. I don't even understand how that thing works, but I like it. And I tell you what, whenever I was on base and I saw those guys in their dress blues, man, I was like, dude, I'm glad I'm not in the Marines. However, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
That looks pretty
Steal
cool.
one
Yeah.
of those costumes.
Yeah.
That's why you hate Batman, because he's got cool costumes.
Yeah,
You're just jealous
he's
of
got a
anyone with
fucking
a cool costume, man.
Yeah, man, fucking
Fuck
jerks.
that guy, but he looks
Got a
great.
fucking cool costume, son of a bitch. So bitch.
He definitely looks nice wearing that shit next to
Robin.
Yeah.
Those the fucking
Leotard.
Yeah,
that
Flower
fucking
boy.
chainmail underwear.
Rainbow.
What kind of bullshit is that?
Oh my
you get
God.
shot in the nuts and but you got shot in the leg. Your fucking legs are out. It's cold as shit in Gotham, man.
Man,
Imagine that.
You gotta stay flexible.
There's no sun in Gotham. It's got to be cold. You let your kid go out there with shorts on?
Yeah.
You got fucking chainmail underoos on,
material is. It might be like,
Under Armour.
thermal induction, whatever.
Thermal.
That shit better
not
have
a
a
word.
heater in it.
No, it wicks away moisture.
Yeah. From his nuts. His little hairless nuts.
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
How old was the Robin supposed to be?
All of it. He was a lot.
It had to be like
13?
12 or 13, right?
I was thinking like 18.
Dude, he wasn't 18.
The
Dick
girl
Grayson
Robin
definitely
was, I
not
think,
18.
a little older. I think she was
Of
like in high
course,
school.
everybody be like, listen,
makes
here,
it even
Batman,
more
what the fuck are you
ridiculous.
doing over there with that little girl? Nothing.
Yeah.
What I'm taking her down to my cave. That's what I'm doing.
I'm the Batman.
And,
Hey, you see my arm? I'm the Batman.
Oh my God.
and on that note,
We want to thank Ren McKinzie for coming in tonight.
Don't thank me.
Well, thank you for your service
No.
as well. We
and
appreciate
thank
it.
you
Thank
for
me.
your art, and thank you for coming over.
Oh,
Aw.
Glad we met you at Comic-Con.
yeah.
Yeah, we walked up and you just started talking shit. We're like, we gotta get him on.
This is the right guy.
Yeah, that's what I do, man. I destroy paper, talk shit.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So again, please check him out, Ren McKinzie, on all of his stuff except for Instagram, which is
Writing artist.
writing artist.
Writing artist, yeah.
Commissions can be done. Email him, renmckinsey@gmail.com. Do you have a website, by the way, or
No.
just social media stuff?
I can't afford it yet.
It basically free.
Show me.
I'll
Because
show
I
you the
do
ways.
need an online store. I actually do need to build myself an online store, so
Yeah,
we can help me out. Yeah.
absolutely.
Cool.
We'll see if we can get you hooked up.
Cool.
We are the Rogue Squadron Podcast.
I am
We don't
Mopar.
have. I'm Commander Cody. We don't have any cool artwork.
And I'm Ensign Ren McKinzie. I could be an ensign? Is that cool? Is that the wrong with Star Trek?
An ensign?
Ensign?
Ensign. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah? Is that cool?
If you want.
Yeah.
We're going off nicknames. I'm Commander Cody. He's one of the clones.
Is that right?
And my name's Cody, so Commander Cody.
Oh, that's fucking. Fuck you guys. I'm Kylo.
You're
me.
Kylo Ren.
I'm Kylo Ren.
Kylo him.
That's exactly who you should be.
I'm Kylo me.
The only one that can call you Kylo me is you.
Me.
I'd have to call you Kylo, you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going Kylo Ren.
Well, Mopar is just based off of Cars, which has nothing to fucking do with anything. Okay, guys.
Obviously, if you're listening to this, we are on iTunes, we are on Stitcher, we are on most podcast shit. Website, roguesquadronpodcast.com, and you can reach out to us on social media. Let us know what you think about the show. Ask us questions. We have a fan Q&A number 3 that's going to be coming up probably in about a week. So shout out with any questions you have about Star Wars or otherwise. I think that's about all we have to say. We have shirts for sale. Sarah, your shirts are in the mail. You bought them. You bought 2, and we appreciate that.
Thank you.
for your support. I hope the Golden State Warriors
Golden State Warriors?
lose.
Dude, they've been
I don't follow
annihilating.
basketball. He does. So you guys are rivals. I don't know.
LeBron just had his worst loss in his history to the Warriors like 3 days ago.
3 years ago?
We were down by like 40 at some time. It was a horrific game.
That sucks. Wow.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Rogue Squadron Podcast
I already said all that.
/ merch is where you can buy the t-shirts.
If you go to the website, if you have a brain, you can figure out where the shirts are.
Yep.
Merch page.
Hit the subscribe button. Bye.
See you later.
Good for another episode? Let's bust it out. Yeah, right.
And that's it, guys. Thanks for everyone that was in the Twitch chat. Thank you for your comic book knowledge, Chris and Dino Bino. Dino, I'm sorry, I forgot your actual name. I apologize. But everyone goes off usernames anyways. But thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We appreciate it. You're already subscribed, so I don't need to tell you to subscribe. Just the show will be up tomorrow if you want to re-listen to everything that you just listened to. Appreciate it. Bye.